time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid-80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Swagger, stats, and stories. The Greek delivers daily.
It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on Real Radio, 921-1017. So lucky to work with this guy every day. I got to be honest with you. Dominic's here. If you missed it last segment, Brian Mudd walked in and scared the living bejeebies out of me. I was just totally, you know what it is? I was so focused on my craft. I didn't, see, in his studio, when I walk in, he sees me. I couldn't even see him. I was just like, wow. Now, if Franny wasn't here, and maybe Andy Quinn was here, or Susie, I might not be as focused. But with Franny's here, I'm just like, he walked in.
That was funny. You jumped.
I jumped. I mean, like out of my seat.
You did.
It was crazy.
We'll get the replay. Don't you worry if you missed it.
Yeah. Dom, great job. Thanks so much. I appreciate your effort in the show. Franny's here.
Hi.
And it's time for some fun facts.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
All right, we're going to base it on that delicious treat that today's holiday is. It's National Donut Day. National Donut Day has a heroic origin. They say it was created in 1938 by the Salvation Army to honor the Donut Lassies. Those were women who served donuts and comfort for American soldiers during World War I.
Very nice.
Very nice. The hole wasn't always there.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been weird.
Really. Legend has it
that sailor. Hanson Gregory invented the donut hole in 1847 because the center of fried dough weren't cooking evenly. So his solution? Punch out the middle.
Good idea.
Right? It was just like a little doughy. It was a little front, and he was like, just stick out the middle.
They ran with it.
Americans eat billions of donuts. It's estimated the Americans consume more than 10 billion donuts every single year.
More donuts or pizza? What do you think? It's got to be close.
I mean, we can find the numbers.
I mean, I would think those two got to be head to head. Pizza.
Maybe donuts because
there's more.
Pizzas are large. Like, if you're buying a whole pie and then donuts are small, people can like get 2 or 3 at a time.
How about slices? If we made it slices.
Yeah, but I don't know if they do. Slice. I don't know.
Pizzas fly out.
But yeah, the donut holes were basically leftovers. The little donut holes we love today. I know they call them different things. Munchkins, right, over at Dunkin's.
Yeah.
Started as the pieces removed from the center, traditional donuts. Someone looked at the scraps and were like, why are we throwing these out? Let's sell these too.
I'm
Keep on making money.
Now, by the way.
The world's largest donut was enormous. One record-setting jelly donut weighed over 1.7 tons and contained enough filling to satisfy an entire neighborhood. They said the police and donut
for G-Man?
No. Police and donut jokes have a real history. The stereotype dates back to the 1950s when donut shops were among the few businesses open late at night, which made it a very convenient stop for officers working those overnight shifts.
Now, a Dunkin', I mean, if anybody knows in the audience, wasn't that used to be open 24 hours when they first started, or am I mistaken?
I don't know if all of them are, but there's some that
Oh, there's still
were.
are? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, not sure, G-Man. Let's see. Some donuts cost over $100 each. Luxury bakeries have created donuts topped with edible gold, champagne icing, and rare ingredients. They said at that point, it's less of a snack and more of a financial decision. Should I buy that? I don't know.
That's
What do you think? Donuts have inspired world records. People competed for the fastest donut eating, the largest donut stack, and even the most powdered donuts eaten in 1 minute. And we'll leave it for there. And then I ask you guys, favorite donut? What is it?
Old-fashioned.
An old-fashioned?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite donut, Tom?
Just, your typical plain with just some, nice little sugary cream on it. It could be
Just like a glazed donut?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm there with you. Like if it's nice and warm, and the best used to be because we used to have Krispy Kremes around Georgia all the time, like everywhere, every corner. And when you see that red light on, that means that they just came out of the oven, and that's when you want to go and get them.
I was surprised the Krispy Kreme around here didn't make it.
Yeah, there used to be one in Boynton. I remember that.
There was one on Palm Beach Lakes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And when I was surprised it went out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let us know your favorite donut.
Even Publix does a good job with their donuts.
Yeah, I don't think donuts when I think Publix. Like it doesn't
Glazed
pop in
donut,
my mind
yeah.
to go. But yeah, they should have a drive-up for donuts. Be like, right.
That's Dunkin'?
Publix. Yeah, Publix.
Oh, I'm like, they do. It's Dunkin'.
I'm going back tomorrow. I'm ready.
They do have a drive-up.
I'm ready tomorrow. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Anything you like, but what we had on the docket earlier were things you don't want to hear during sex.
Yeah, we had some good answers. So somebody wanted to let our caller Steve know because he was like, trying to get us to get photographs of everybody before and afters, people from, former ZZR Real Radio on-air personalities, which is not that many, and then ones from the past. But they said, somebody wants to let you know, Steve, you can see many of the former ZZR Real Radio on-air talent and some questionable talent that attended the celebration of life for Terrence the Hare Howard at Harry and the Natives. I guess it was just a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And they said a lot of the attendees posted pictures on Facebook. So I don't know how you're going to search that. Maybe just Facebook and just, see if it's on Harry and the Natives Facebook site, or maybe you can see if it's on like Dano's Facebook page, whatever it is. But I guess a lot of people posted pictures from that.
All right. Thank you very much. Dom, who do you have?
You didn't let me finish making my sign I was writing for you. I have your favorite person on the phone right now. I have Tommy's music trivia for you, G-Man.
All right, Tommy, you better finish strong, because management said to me yesterday, we were thinking about they don't want to take your calls anymore.
This is going to be a really good one. I'm gathering more information to make it more interesting.
All right.
Okay, let's go back to 1965 in New York.
I'm out.
Bard College at Annabelle on the Hudson. Now, there were two aspiring musicians met each other, and they formed a band in the college called the Leather Canary. Believe it or not, Chevy Chase, the comedian, was their drummer. Well, they moved to Los Angeles to get serious about their career in 1992. That's when they released this song, and it hit number 6 on the Hot 100 charts. And guess the song and the band. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Me. Now you swear, kick in Vegas, that you're not a gambling man. Then you find you're back in Vegas with a handle in your hand. Those black cards can make you money, so you hide them.
Does it go back again, Jack, or something like that? Back Jack or something?
Very close, Greek. I knew being gambling in Vegas, you'd be in on it. It is
Steely Dan?
Steely Dan, Do It Again.
Yeah,
you go back.
Love that bitch.
Nice job.
Do it again.
All right, good
It's
job.
An interesting story, though.
Yeah, that is. Chevy Chase, that's some good trivia.
Yeah, he played drums in Leather Canary.
Wow.
And Bard College, Annabelle on the Hudson College. That's where they met. The two, I forget their Fagan and Beck.
Well, that's
Becker.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a great band, Steely Dan.
Yeah, they are. They had a lot of big hits.
So that's it. Do it again. You go back, Jack. Do it again. Wheel turning round and round.
All right, thank you.
There's your music trivia of the day.
Thank you, Tommy.
All right, have a good one. All
You
right.
too.
Nick.
Go Spurs. Did he say Knicks?
Yeah.
Boo.
Did he say that? I didn't hear that part.
I thought he did.
Right
Tom, did he
again, I
say
think he
Knicks?
did. Yeah, I think he did.
I think he said Knicks. What we should do with Tommy's songs is then you should try to look them up if we have them in the system, because then we could really hear. That was a big hit, Steely Dan. They were a group. They were around for a while. They had a lot of big hits.
So you ever wonder if you're hanging out with people that are toxic and you're just like, I just can't put my finger on it, but I feel like they are, but I'm not sure. Well, there are some toxic people in your lives that maybe you don't realize. And they say, like, especially friends. And that should be something that's like, hello, red flag. But if you have a friend that leaves you exhausted and feeling bad about yourself, well, it's time to think about them being toxic. It's time to think about them being toxic for you. And that's a time for you to get rid of them. So experts share the signs that maybe one of your friends may be toxic.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you tell them or you just zoom away?
Ghost them?
Like, do you say, like, you're toxic? I
don't know if you tell them you're toxic. I think that's kind of harsh. But, yeah, I think that you just pull yourself away from them. Because why do you want to be friends with somebody that when you leave them, you feel exhausted and feeling bad about yourself? To me, that's not a friendship.
Yep.
They said a toxic friend is way too harsh with their judgment. There's tough love. We know that. But then there's being under a constant microscope, like that extra.
Let me ask you, tough love with a friend, don't you think that you have to have time in a friendship? Because I do. Like, if you've been friends with somebody for a while, I think I'm more acceptable to accept it. Like, you're saying something to me or something. If you just meet somebody and they give it to you, that's a little harsh to me. Like, if you just start hanging out with somebody and they're just like, well, let me tell you. I mean, when you're friends with
no, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, because I think I'll be more apt to listen to you, who knows me for years, than say somebody who'll be like, hey, I'm hanging out with you a couple months.
Yeah.
And
but yeah, like they're just way too harsh with their judgment, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's a difference between tough love, and I get what you're saying. You can accept tough love more from a friend you've been friends with for a long time.
Yeah, because I ruined many of their nights.
But they say friends are supposed to encourage and support you, never put you down or make you feel bad about yourself. They said if it feels like a friend who was always smack talking about others too, not just you, behind their backs, there's a good chance she's probably doing the same
exactly
with you.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it. I've seen it. I have people in my circle, and I hate it, that I see just about somebody in particular, and I'm like, I wonder if that's what they're doing with me when I'm not around.
I don't know about you, but I know me, yes. Without a doubt.
They say they lie like a Persian rug on a rich man's floor. Everyone tells a little lie now and then, right? Little things. It was on sale. It wasn't that expensive. I'm on my way. I'll be ready in 10 minutes. But they say, make sure you're drawing a line between these kind of lies and the ones that can do real harm, because lying can cause serious drama, heartbreak, and a friendship. Liars never need to know the truth, and you should always expect that from someone you trust. Another toxic friend will stab you in the back. They said you might as well call her Brutus. A good friendship is founded on loyalty and trust. Trust is not a weakness that should be exploited or taken advantage of. Betrayal comes in many forms.
Why are you pointing at me, G-Man?
You're Brutus.
And then 2 more here. They're saying that these are signs that you have a toxic friendship. Their side is the only one that matters, right? You go over to their place, I don't know, for rom-coms or sports and pizza, and when you start telling them about something you're dealing with at the moment, she interjects and starts telling you about a similar problem she's facing. I know somebody like this. It's her, or him, 24/7, right? Like you're trying to tell them your problems, and somehow, some way, they flip it and make it into their problems. Friendship should be two-sided. It's not all about them all the time.
And you should work at friendship. And also a lot of times people talk about like, you don't connect with people anymore or you lost touch. That's 2 ways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to call the person and the person's got to call you or reach out and sometimes ask somebody, hey, how are you?
It does go both ways. And then finally here, number 5, these are toxic friendship behaviors. They said a toxic friend has to become your manager. They feel like it's her responsibility to give you advice about everything in your life. So much so that it's like they have entered into mom territory. You don't need someone else telling you how you should live your life. You want a person who will go on spontaneous adventures, participate in wild pursuits with you without judging you at the end of the day. They say basically at the end of the day, a good friend knows what's okay and not okay to say. So if any of those 5 things that resonate with you in a certain kind of friendship, well, maybe it's a toxic friendship. And you might want to reevaluate.
Was that one poster, a toxic, good friend, knows you're not perfect, but tells you are. So you also need people who are assets. I believe that. Yes, Tom, what do you have?
I have one of your best friends on the phone right now.
You use that term so loosely.
I know you have so many favorites and so many best
your
friends.
favorite best friend. It's all yank. Oh,
Your bestie, Greg Rice.
hey, Greg, what's up, buddy? You always put a smile on my face.
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going?
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's the difference between Sharice and a local iHeart female traffic reporter?
I don't know, Greg. What's the difference?
Yeah, one talks about carjacking, and the other talks about jacking in a car.
Oh, my goodness.
That was strong. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, she'll never live that down.
Oh, man.
That was pretty good. That was good.
That was a good one. Sometimes we're missed. That one was a hit.
That was a hit. I might have to give me an Emmy nomination for that. That was pretty good. And he did his research.
Oh, yeah.
Which I liked. Jody Stewart getting a lot of name mentioned this week.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah, 3 times. Jody does the traffic locally for us, and she also does afternoons on Cool 105.5. She does a lot of different things around here. You might not ever know that. Like sometimes you're like, oh, wow, that's the traffic girl, and the person who always does cool, something like that. That's awesome. A great job there, Greg. I give him a little star today. 877-927-6969. Also text us at Real Radio 47142. Things you don't want to hear during having sex. Now, here's one. You got to be honest. Have you ever done it or has somebody done it to you? Wrong name. And we've heard that from a lot of people. Sometimes people call out somebody else's name.
Never.
Nope. G-Man.
Oh, all the time.
Of course, that's why I brought it up. I was like, anybody else? Anybody?
You don't think that happens?
I'm sure it has, but I've never.
Of course not you.
Well, no, I'm not saying like I'm perfect. And if Dom said it hasn't happened to him either.
Well, Dom's a virgin.
Oh, gee.
Brian walked by me before in the hall and he goes, gee, he told me to do it. I go, Brian, it's okay. I'm not mad at you for scaring the hell out of me. Could you imagine like if something really bad happened, I fell back, hit my head? Oh my God, and sued the company? Oh, you would have felt terrible. Yeah, things that...
You would have been happy.
I would have crushed them. Things that somebody says you don't want to hear during sex, let us know. And again, anything else, if you guys have any events that are going on this weekend, let us know. And anything to do with charity in the community, you always want to talk about and give some love to. Yes, Tom.
I got one. Is that your little Greek?
Like, he really
I love it. Cracks himself up.
Yeah, he cracks himself up.
I love it.
Like, did you work on that?
No.
Or whatever.
Do you guys want to go through some things that are going on this weekend since it's almost that time?
Yes.
It's not a huge list, and you guys can add on to it. If you got anything going on, let us know. But yeah, let's shout out a few things going on locally here. If you are a fan of Beetlejuice, don't say it 2 more times. They're back at the Kravis Center. I got to see this musical last year. It was fantastic. It kicked off yesterday, and it's going to go on through the 7th. Prices do vary, but I know it starts at $34, and that is at the Kravis Center. Really fun. If you guys have not seen it, highly recommend. There is an adult night hike going on in Jupiter. That's just $5 a person. You do have to RSVP. That's this evening, 7 o'clock, Riverbend Park off of Indiantown Road. Really beautiful place. Rapids is doing their after hours. That is an adults only. So at like 6:30, they kick all the kids out. 7 o'clock, the party starts. That's tonight, 7 to 10. Admission is $35. They have like a DJ, all kinds of fun stuff. That's at Rapids Water Park. Norton After Dark is still going on, 5 to 10. It's free, but they do suggest a $10 donation. Food Truck Expo and Concerts is going on at Commons Park in Royal Palm Beach this evening, 7 to 9. That is a free event. Then we move on to Saturday. Austin Blue Fishing Tournament in Jupiter is going on. That's the Loxahatchee River Center. US Highway 1 in Jupiter kicks off at 7 a.m. I've always wanted to learn this. Maybe if I have some time. Archery 101, Jupiter. That's going on 9:30 in the morning, only $10, Riverbend Park. We also have, if you want to do good for our environment or beaches, World Ocean Day Beach Cleanup.
Oh, that's nice.
Juneau Beach, Loggerhead Marine Life Center is where you're going to kick it off. That is obviously free because you're going there to do some good. That kicks off tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. This is cool, especially if you have little kiddos. They're doing a fire station tours in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, I would love to check that out.
So June 6th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. free, and you get to hit up different fire stations, Fire Station 61, 64, and 66. We have Pride on the Block. It is Pride Month. That is tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. So long a day. That is at the Peach. Never been to the Peach. 3950 Georgia Ave in West Palm. Hank Williams Jr. is going to be playing at I Think Financial Amphitheater. 6:30 tomorrow night. American German Club. That's the one on Lantana, Lake Worth. They're doing a huge soccer watch party. And we have, what else? A pizza eating contest. Del Rey at Del Rey Pizza. That's on Sunday at 1 o'clock. If you think you can handle it, they're doing a pizza contest. Free to enter. If you like yourself a little salsa music in your life, superstar Tito Puente Jr. is going to be at the Art Garage in Del Rey. That's a big get for them. The Palm Beach Zoo wants to see families this summer. They're offering free admission for up to 4 kids with each full price adult ticket, which is great. And that's from this Sunday through August 10th. You can explore the Shady Pass, splash in the revamped fountains, just check out all their fun stuff. They have a bunch of new stars there, meaning like Koala Joey and the 3 baby capybaras they just had.
Koala Joey?
Koala Joey.
Ooh.
Yep. It's the first Koala Joey that they've had. It's a little tiny baby.
Oh.
Yes. And then I always just thought kangaroos were Joeys, like the babies. I didn't know koalas were called Joeys too. Who knew? Summer at the Lagoon is back at Manatee Lagoon, West Palm Beach. Free family-friendly way to explore Florida's wildlife. Kids can jump into the wild about wildlife, camp in June or July, pack with animal fun, games, hands-on learning. That's a really cool place if you've never been to Manatee Lagoon. And then finally here, the Coco Market Del Rey. It's a free wellness event featuring outdoor yoga, sound healing, live music, and local vendors. That's at Old School Square on Sunday at 9 a.m. You guys got anything you want to add to the mix?
Sunset Sips. That's going to be at Meat Market in Boca from 6 to 9 tonight. Also, always stop by Monroe's and have a good time with the beautiful ladies and enjoy yourself. They're open until 5 a.m.
I'll be at Park Ridge tomorrow golfing, and you can enjoy golf at Drive Shack if you want. That's all I got.
There you
Nice.
go.
That's good. At least that's you brought something, which is nice. That's different from you. We appreciate you guys always listening to Real Radio. 921-1017. We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
A technology mogul has been branded a creep after he claims to have offered a woman $100,000 to do what on a flight?
Join the Mile High Club.
Go a little more controversial than this.
Join the Mile High Club in blackface.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Big fire causing a problem. We have a right lane blocked. Look out, it's I-95 southbound right after Boynton Beach Boulevard. Florida's Turnpike looking good along the Palm Beaches. No major delays. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's Monroe's of Palm Beach Fetish Fridays. Live fetish shows every hour on Friday night, open till 5 a.m. So you got to make sure you stop by Monroe's. That's where the beautiful ladies are. That's where fantasy meets reality 7 days a week. And a beautiful restaurant, 5-star restaurant, beautiful ladies. Elevate your nightlife and make it a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. If you want to see beautiful ladies, that's where they are. South Florida's hottest nights are where the ladies are, because the hottest girls are at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with SmileTunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with SmileTunes.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
It is that time of the year. Showers throughout the day, afternoon thunderstorms almost every day. So glad that we reached out to Agostino Roofing. We had a problem with our guest house that showed up as soon as the rain did recently. And Agostino Roofing, they came out, did a great job taking care of the problem. In fact, they even came back after they fixed the roof to make sure that it was permanently fixed. That's the attention to detail you can count on with Agostino Roofing. And whether you need a new roof or an emergency repair, you can trust Frank Agostino and Agostino Roofing. I've known the family for over 20 years. These are high quality, honest people that offer affordable prices. And if you do have an emergency, you don't even have to worry about paying. They'll fix the problem while you figure out what the best long-term solution is. Call Agostino Roofing for all of your roofing needs. 561-970-9296. If you need a new roof, tell them that Brian Mudd sent you $500 off. Visit AgostinoRoofing.com. That's AgostinoRoofing.com. Tell them that Brian Mudd sent you.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year, but behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
Because sometimes you just need a break from being productive.
It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yes, it is the Penthouse on a Friday. Get ready for the weekend. Always appreciate you guys tuning in on Real Radio 921 and 1017. Dom's in the house.
What's up, G-Man?
We got a trifecta right away.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
All right, this makes no sense tonight because the Knicks are playing the Spurs. The line was 4.5, and tonight it's 5.5. What are they trying to do? Dun, dun, dun. Are they sucking you in? Or are they just reeling it out there? Why would the line go up if the Knicks won by 10? I don't know, but that's what it is tonight. Game 2. If the Spurs lose, this series is basically over because it's so hard to beat a team 4 games in 5 games at 4 out of 5. Monday night, the Knicks will be home against the Spurs, and President Trump will be in attendance. Last night in the Stanley Cup, it was Carolina who won 5-4. They beat Vegas. That was a big game for them. They needed that game also because, again, Vegas is on the road, and they took game 1, was up 1-0. So that series is tied 1-1. In baseball, you have Tampa Bay taking on the Marlins this weekend. And we do have the Yankees and Red Sox. Bad news for the Yanks. Judge is out. Broken rib. He'll be out for about 6 to 7 weeks. That is not a good thing. That really could put a dent in the Yankees' charge. So we'll see what happens. Greek's Trifecta is always sponsored by New York Prime. Always a great place to get a great steak. Don't forget about Father's Day, June 21st. Make your reservations today. Take care of Dad. Peace.
Sorry. No, you're fine. 47142 started off with Real Radio. We said, please repeat the 2 events for Riverbend and Jupiter, and happy Friday, and have a great weekend. So I got you. Let me see what I had here. We have Riverbend Park. They're doing adult night hike. That's this evening, 7 o'clock. That's at Riverbend Park. And then we have tomorrow, there is archery going on. Archery 101 at Riverbend Park. And
do you
that
bring
is
your own arrows, or they give them to you?
tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., I'm assuming. Assuming they have them for you.
Okay.
You don't have to bring your own arrows. So those are the 2 events I had. And then somebody else texted in. They said, FYI, on the Gardens fire stations, number 1 is at the corner of Military and Burns. Number 2 is at the corner of RC and Campus Drive behind North County Courthouse. And then number 3 is on North Lake near Christ Fellowship. Number 4 is on Jog Road behind the Mirasol Publix. You know all the firehouses. Number 5 is on Hood Road by Frenchman's Fountain. And number 6 is a new one on Coconut Boulevard. past Sandhill Crane Golf Course. So thank you for all of those. Heads up. I don't know. I'll read the rest of them before I say them out loud. I'll read them to myself, and then we'll get into a couple more of your text messages.
That's really cool for the firehouse, especially for the kids to check it out and go see the firehouse and what's going on and the fire trucks. Kids love that stuff. So that's great that they're doing that. And if you want, bring them some donuts. National Donut Day.
Yeah, first responders, nurses, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's very, very nice if you could do stuff like that. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Things you don't want to hear when you're having sex. We had a couple of different things, but you guys let us know. And they don't have to be from you. It could be maybe something you just say, man, something I don't want to hear. Let us know.
Who's next?
Yeah, definitely. Or just even next. Yeah.
I don't know what's worse. They're both bad. Next, when you're not even finished. Next, you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
That's Bobby Blue.
Yeah.
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
The ride's not over yet. Let us know. Madonna did do a performance yesterday in Times Square, if you didn't know, and I thought she did a great job. People liked it, but they said she dressed a little still risky. But like Francis said, that's who Madonna is. I don't think she's ever going to be, dressing like she should be at her age. And there's really no appropriate thing that everybody's different. Whatever you want to do. It's your life. If you have an opinion on that, let us know. And then also the kid who ran on the court at Game 1, he got banned for life in the NBA. We did talk about that. But now they're saying, was there somebody behind this kid and somebody maybe bet on it that he can get on the court? The prediction markets. I don't know if that's it. Because it's the first time anybody's ever run on a court in the NBA Finals. So people are talking like, was that ever a bet? Like, ooh, can the fan run on the court during the NBA Finals?
Oh, I'm sure that was probably on Polymarket or something.
That's what they were saying.
Everything's a bet these days. Could you guys do this? So there's a company called Freedom Cruise Line International, and it's reviving a 30-year-old concept for a floating city. But they're going to make this happen. So this floating city would actually carry 80,000 people around the world on a vessel that's nearly a mile long. The Freedom ship would be 800 feet wide, 30 decks high, and displace 2.3 million gross tons, making today's largest cruise ships look like dinghies by comparison.
Wow.
It would house 50,000 permanent residents alongside 10,000 cruisers and 20,000 crew. With high-rise hotels, they're even going to have a 15,000-seat sports stadium.
Wow.
A research hospital, schools from elementary through college, an aquarium, museums, a water park, a casino, and 15 miles of walkways. The ship could circumnavigate the globe every 2 years, every 2 years at 7 knots, staying in international waters and ferrying passengers to shore by smaller vessels. The concept was first proposed in the 90s and has been revived multiple times without getting off the ground. But now the CEO, Roger Gooch is his name, says he has a 12-person leadership team in place and insists the demand exists, but acknowledges that raising the estimated $12 billion in startup funding remains the central challenge.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Could you live on a floating city?
No.
Could you, Dom?
I mean, if it came down to it, yeah. I mean, if it was like that was the only option, I would do it.
I think it would be kind of cool. The fact is how just massive this thing is. I think it would be. But also, you have everything there. But then if you want to get off on these little like dinghies or whatever it is, these boats that take you to the islands because you're traveling the world and you can hang out there for a few days and then come back, I think it'd be a pretty cool experience. I know it's not for everybody. But I've actually seen what this concept looks like, and it's pretty impressive. I mean, it's legit what I said. It's a city. The fact that they have a 15,000-seat stadium, the proposed
Who's playing in the
hospitals,
stadium?
schools, water parks, museums. Because I mean, cruises have casinos.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Definitely different. There's no doubt about it. Dom, who do you have?
I have Paul laying on the phone.
What's up, Paul?
Thing I don't like to hear when I'm having sex. Hey, Paul, I'm really a woman. Oh, no.
Oh, goodness.
Paul in, everybody. Always impressed with his reception. He's up in heaven, and he always sounds good. Must have AT&T. Yeah, would you be able to live on a boat with all those people? And a lot of crew members, obviously, but would you be able to do it? And if you wanted to go on land, they would bring you, let you go, but that's a lot. I'm going to say no for me, but everybody's different. Let us know. Man, could you imagine that many people? Oh,
yeah, but I mean, it's
huge.
It's over a mile long, so
Yeah.
it's not like you're on top of each other.
yeah, I just, man, that is a lot of people. A lot of crew members, too. I mean, that's a good thing. So you have to worry about, like, you're not going to get service.
I mean,
or-
but you think about all the businesses that's on top of it. So it's cruise members for the ship, but as I mentioned, there's aquariums, there's hospitals, there's colleges, there's stuff like that. So that's probably all. When you're talking about the 20,000 crew members, it's for everything there.
Oh, it's huge. It's just unbelievable that they can do it. And no wonder the money's the toughest thing to do, obviously. Getting that, what do you say, 12 billion or 12 million he needs?
Billions.
Billions. Yeah, that's going to be a tough sell to tell people, hey, you want to jump on in this. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, whatever you like. But again, it's funny, but it's also true. Things you don't want to hear when you're having sex. Or maybe in the morning. Was that you last night? That could be something that you'd be like a little surprised about. But let us know.
So you might be excited about this, G-Man. The weather girl that you love, that's down south, and you said that she was from the west coast of Florida. Where was she from?
I think she was originally from Tampa, and how I found out about her was the Good Greek Moving and Storage.
So is she still in Miami? Because they're calling her former Miami TV meteorologist.
Maybe she got...
Amanda Pappas,
Yeah.
the
I
Bronx-born weathercaster who branded herself to viewers as Weather Bestie, has launched an account on Passes. I've never heard about this. So Passes is a subscription platform often described as a PG-rated version of OnlyFans. So we know she's known for frequently posting glam content on her social media feeds. She's no longer at Miami ABC affiliate WPLG TV after spending only a few months at the station.
Wow.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
No, I'm not that big of a follower.
Now the former television meteorologist appears.
Since when?
Yeah. So now she appears focused on a different kind of audience after gaining a rep on mainstream sites for posting glamour shots, fitness content, even event appearances, lifestyle updates, all this stuff alongside her weather forecast. So her account on Passes, which allows influencers, athletes, and content creators to sell exclusive content directly to followers, features the same kind of content plus extras like direct messaging to subscribers. So same that you can do on OnlyFans. But unlike OnlyFans, which is known for adult content, Passes prohibits nudity and pornography while allowing creators to charge subscribers for photos, videos, live streams, DMs, and other premium content.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like it's like a G version of OnlyFans.
So they say right now on the Passes, there's one video currently available on her account. It costs $8 to unlock, despite running less than 30 seconds. It's a 30-second video, less than 30 seconds. $8 if you want to unlock it.
All right, I might do it. Support the Greeks.
She's also offering a membership package that costs more than $50 per month.
That's a lot.
Yes, but who knows what you get with it. According to her page, subscribers receive unlimited priority messaging, access to all of her wild content, weather updates, posts about her V and Rose, live streams, monthly freebies, and discounts on additional pay-per-view content. It was
Well, at
unclear
least
how
she'll
many
still get the weather.
subscribers she has, but yes, you can still get it via that.
You know how many people probably say to her, what's the weather going to be like? I did see lately, because I did follow her on Instagram and it would come up, she was doing a lot of different things besides the weather, like you alluded to, where she was at events, different Formula One I saw her at, a couple other different things. So that's pretty cool. She was at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Saw that last week.
So you do follow her. You said you don't.
Not as much as I used to.
You're talking about last weekend.
Yeah, you know what she's doing last.
I know. I don't follow her that much, but she did this and she did that and she did this.
Well, I don't mean follow.
Sounds like you were actually following her, maybe.
Exactly.
It is the Penthouse.
Oh my God.
What do you got?
I have the Godfather on the phone.
Hello, Godfather.
Craig, when I didn't want to call you at work, but when are you going to pay the money?
How much owe?
A lot, Craig. More than last time.
All right, Monday after the weekend. Let me see how I do in the Belmont and the Spurs.
You better hope. All right.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Don't want any problems with you guys. Thanks.
I think you might be okay. The Godfather sounded like he was about to die.
He might croak
He
before
didn't
the
sound
end of
very
Monday.
good.
Well, if somebody passes, somebody usually takes over the debt. so you don't get a free. Be like, oh, he died. I don't know.
47142. Start off with Real Radio. Let's see. Things you don't want to hear during sex. Any blood relative's voice. That's from BJ and Poynton.
Oh, God, BJ.
Yes.
That is true. That's brutal, though, to be honest with you.
Let's see. Things I've said during sex.
Okay.
That you probably don't want to is, wow, you and your mom have matching landing strips.
Oh.
Thanks, Captain Kurt.
You and your mom.
Things that you don't want to hear while having sex. You remind me of your sister.
Very bad.
Yeah, you guys are on point with these. 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Things you don't want to hear while having sex. Hold on, honey. Where'd it go? Sorry. Hold on, honey. I got to check the refrigerator to see if the light's on. Yeah.
Is the light on? Yeah, let us know. You guys doing a good job today with this. I knew you would. Certain things I know you guys are going to bang out of the park. But let us know. Things that you don't want to hear when you're having sex, or things that maybe were said to you. Was that you last night? Yeah, that'd be something that you want to do, or something you hear. What do you want to eat for dinner? Tomorrow night.
I can see that happening with married couples.
Yeah.
Totally.
What do you feel like tonight? Oh, I don't know. Chicken? I don't know. Maybe meat. Don, what do you got? Something? All right.
I'm just trying to get your video ready to be posted. We'll have that video G-Man jumping from Brian Mudd walking in the studio.
I think you should make sure Franny sees it. She has to approve it. All
I
content.
don't have to approve it.
All content.
Why?
I'm only kidding.
I was like, oh.
She's like, send it.
Post away.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Post away.
Yeah, I was, again, because I'm focused on my craft. You know what I'm saying? I'm a karate man, so I wasn't really thinking.
You're a karate man? That's what you said?
Yeah. When Mudd came in, I will get Mr. Mudd back. It'll take some time.
No, but the whole thing he did was to get you back for you jumping into the studio all the time. So now you're just going to keep this going? That was why he did it.
I'm going to get him back when I go to church.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll be like, Brian, tell him about us.
Tell him about our secret relationship. What?
Mudd's the best. He is. I really, he's one of the people down here that I really enjoy in the building. He's a good guy. He really is. And same thing with Mo. But I did apologize to Mo. Franny was right. I did not understand that his light was on because I thought his shift was over. He goes, Greek, it's okay. I said, I know, but it's not okay. Franny pointed it out. And I'm wrong, Mo, so I do apologize. 877-927-6969. Not saying I won't do it again, but I am apologizing. That's the number to call. You can give us a call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Anything you guys like. And if you're having a big event maybe this weekend, you want to talk about it, or anything charity-wise in the community, always want to help the community, and we appreciate all charities. Dom, are you handing out mangoes tomorrow when you're playing golf?
I am not. That was just me bringing in some for Franny because I figured you probably wouldn't enjoy them. When I walked in and you saw the bag and you were like, "What you bringing? Bananas?" I was like, "All right, I gave them to the right person."
Do you like mangoes?
No.
Okay. Oh, you don't. Okay.
I never really had a mango.
So how do you know you don't like them? Do you like them? No, never had them.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe go outside and try one real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I like them.
You might like them.
Yeah.
Do you want to try one during one of the breaks? I'll slice one up for you, and then you can take some home.
Oh, that'd be so nice. Yeah, if you want to
Oh my
do that,
gosh.
you're right.
Oh my God, you're gonna do something for him? He's like,
Oh my God.
There's so many. He can take some home with him.
I would just take one. I got a buddy of mine who has a big tree. He always asks me for yours. You want mangoes? I always say no.
Oh, this is the season. They're everywhere.
Yeah. You get hurt with one of those.
Oh yeah, falling from a tree.
Our neighbors have one, but they're not good because the tree is so old. Sometimes the mangoes just don't taste good, but it just drives us. That's the same neighbor that we had him. We asked if we could pay somebody to cut the tree down because all his mangoes fall in our yard. And he was like, "Oh, I'll just take the money and cut my own tree down." And so he did. He trimmed it. But now it's back to, and it's such a pain in the ass because they bring in rats, like the ones that fall on the ground. They bring in all kinds of critters, and we have so many and they just are disgusting. And so it's that point again where we have to be like, "Yo, dude, can you please trim it up again?" Like in the pool, they're everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta constantly throw out the bad ones.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Maybe I have the stories confused. Who was the guy who asked Matt to help him cut down stuff?
No, that was it. Matt offered to get a tree trimmer because it was on that guy's property.
Okay.
He offered him to come in and cut it down because he had mentioned, the leaves and the mangoes and everything are coming into our yard, into our pool. It's a mess.
Yeah, that's bad.
And the guy was like, okay. I mean, he doesn't speak great. English is not his first language. But he agreed to having the tree trim, but he said, I'll do it. So you just give me the money that you were going to pay the tree trimmer. And we're like, what? It's your tree. So Matt ended up paying.
I can't believe what stones. Hey, give me the money.
Matt ended up paying him.
And they'll actually go in your pool?
Yeah.
Really?
The tree is so big. Yeah.
Wow.
It goes, yeah.
That would have definitely, anybody else would have called and been like, hey, you got to stop this.
No, and now it's to the point, that was back then, but the tree is getting, everything grows back, and so it's not where it's hanging over our pool yet, but we are getting a ton of their mangoes in our yard.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
I would call the mango police right now.
I don't think there is a mango police department.
I'm sure you're not the first person that complains about them or had to complain about it with your neighbors.
No, but we're the only, we share a fence with them.
No, I'm saying, I'm sure it happens to a lot of people with their neighbors and stuff like that. It could be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
When you talk about like mangoes hitting you, how many people a year die from getting hit in the head with coconuts?
Yeah, mangoes, I don't know if it's going to take you out like that.
It's not as high as like the coconut fall.
And they're not as heavy.
I don't know. They look pretty big. Like if you get hit in the head with it, I don't know if you'll knock you out.
I feel like a coconut does way much more damage than a mango.
Yeah, I don't want to test it out.
Let's try it.
You want me to test it out? I'll stand up on the desk. Yeah, like you'll be fine.
And just
drop it. Just drop it on you.
Drop it right on your head. Greek, you okay? Boom, I fall over.
No, I told him I was going to make some margaritas. I was like, make some really good mango margaritas.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Appreciate you guys always tuning into Real Radio 921-1017. Don't forget, you're going to get a keyword coming up soon, and you're going to get a chance to go to Viva Las Vegas. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas? And iHeart's thrown in $1,000. That is a tremendous giveaway.
It's everything. The flights included, your hotel stay, ground transportation.
That's unbelievable.
The tickets to both nights of the iHeartRadio Music Festival. And as Gina mentioned, and they're giving you $1,000. It's like that's taking care of everything.
I can't believe it. We can't get Band-Aids around here, so that's a great giveaway. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We'll be back with one more hour. Florida Story is kicking off. Peace.
Be like the smart kids, like the summa cum laude of your workplace. What? Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Peak of fire causing a problem. We have a right lane blocked. Look out, it's I-95 southbound right after Boynton Beach Boulevard. Florida's Turnpike looking good along the Palm Beaches. No major delays. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I'll be honest, getting my results from Life Imaging FLA really changed my perspective on my health. I went in thinking I was doing great, right? Everything fine. I'm super active and a certified nutrition coach. After a quick and painless heart scan, my results came back and they weren't great. That led me to meet with a cardiologist, and now we're doing more testing and putting together a plan because I want to be here for a long time for myself and for the people I love. And that's exactly why early detection matters. Heart disease is still the #1 killer, and so many people have no symptoms like me. They save lives with their FDA-approved, state-of-the-art low-dose CT scanners. Right now, call for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. Don't wait until there's a problem to start paying attention to your heart. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan now with a few minimum requirements, valued at $699. From your cell, call pound 250, say free heart scan. That's pound 250, say free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening and virtual colonography.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit includes blood work and a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Atlantic Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News, reporting for America.
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather Florida Injury Lawyers. A motor vehicle crash occurs in the blink of an eye and never takes place at a good time. From personal experience, and after more than 25 years of helping car accident victims, I know how painful, disruptive, and stressful the crash and its aftermath can be. To further complicate matters, there are often very complex legal and insurance issues that arise from the crash. The entire legal team at Smith Ball Baez and Prather knows how to navigate through such legal maze following an accident. If you've been in an accident, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
Substance use disorder affects more than just one person. It impacts entire families. For over 70 years, Caron Treatment Centers has delivered transformational care to individuals struggling with addiction and the families who support them. Caron offers evidence-based treatment and is in network with most major insurance providers, helping people access the care they need. If you or someone you love is seeking help, visit Caron.org to learn more.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with SmileTunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with SmileTunes.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes. iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789. 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year, but behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance at $1,000
and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Text the nationwide keyword
Festival to 200-200.
You'll get a confirmation text and info.
Standard message and data rates apply in this nationwide contest.
That's Festival to 200-200.
It's like a group chat, but with microphones and fewer emojis, thankfully.
It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yes, it is the Penthouse on Real Radio. 921-1017. When are we going to get that girl? You didn't want to use that girl anymore? You didn't like her?
I gave up on that.
You did? I gotta look into that next week. I just gotta make sure it's not some big boss's daughter or niece or cousin.
Great.
I don't want to get somebody upset. I'll use your name. I mean, Dom doesn't like it. Executive producer of the Penthouse in the Greek song. Dom, what is up, buddy? What's shaking?
Not much, man. If any more listeners want to check out that video of G-Man getting scared so badly out of his chair by Brian Mudd walking in the studio, it's now up on Real Radio Instagram.
It's so good. It made me chuckle. I watched it a few times. Just the beginning. You can keep it going and hear like the reason why we did what we did, because it's part of it. And so he was able, if you guys watch Real TV, we're on YouTube, on Facebook, realradio921.com. You can click on Real TV. We had G's live reaction to Brian Mudd from WJNO walking in the studio. And you, John, have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so fun.
They got me a couple of months ago, too. Who got me in the hallway? Remember somebody
That was me.
Yeah. I was walking over and he was like, oh, and I went, oh, my God.
I think that's on our Instagram, too.
Yep.
Again, I'm
We're just starting a whole every week, just scare Creek.
New series.
Yes.
It's just me, and I'm so focused and in tune to the show and just working on my craft every day. That's what it's about.
What about when you're in the hallway?
Yeah, I was thinking about the show. I was walking back.
Okay.
No one believes that.
Dom, we got a caller first?
We do. I just want to let you know we have Mike on the phone.
Hello, Mike. What's going on?
Hey, guys. Man, I'm in mid-sandwich here. I'm sorry.
You want to call us back?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
I got to call the show more often. I just won $500 on a $5 scratch off.
Nice.
Sweet.
So I'm in a really good mood.
Good. You want to make it $250?
No. I'd like to make it $1,000.
Bet down the Spurs tonight.
We'll go double or nothing. What do you say?
I'm happy you won. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm calling for Franny.
Of course.
I had a similar problem, and most counties.
Mango problem.
Oh, with the tree. Okay.
She thought you were talking about me.
Yeah. It's been a while since. Anyway, in most counties, your property line goes all the way up to the sky. So if his tree is hanging over your property line, you have the right to cut it to the property line. And the only thing is, you have to pick up whatever and dispose of whatever you cut.
That makes sense. I mean, it would be worth it, absolutely.
Yeah, she wants to do that.
Yeah, so that would solve your problem. Now, obviously, you might want to give the guy a courtesy. Hey, we're doing this, and it's legal, so just letting you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think
But,
they're nice neighbors. I mean, I don't think that they would, if we told them we were going to do that, if they would say, and they can't say no. I mean,
on
as
your
you're
property.
mentioning, if it's on my property, but I think they would be cool about it.
Yeah, and then you don't have to pay the guy to trim his own tree.
Yeah, I would say we got suckered on that one for sure.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you have a good show.
Thank you, Mike. Enjoy your
congratulations.
sandwich.
Yeah, congratulations.
What's the name of this show? My phone says Love Doctors, and I know that's outdated.
Penthouse.
Yes.
You're the Penthouse. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mike. We got a text similar saying for any portion of the tree. So anybody else who's dealing with this, it says for any portion of the tree that hangs over onto your property, you are by law allowed to cut. Anything that hangs into your property is your property, even if the tree is mostly on or is in the neighboring property. I was a code compliance officer in Juno Beach for 6 years. These are just city codes.
Oh, that's great.
So thank you for that heads up. And then we have 2 people. So let me search for you. We have 2 people who are like, darn it, I missed the keyword for 1 o'clock. And that keyword to get you to Vegas for the iHeartRadio Music Festival was festival. The word is festival, but you're going to take the word festival and you're going to text it to 200 200. You're not going to enter to the website. You text it to 200 200.
All right, there it is, boys and girls. Trying to make you guys go to Vegas on iHeart, which is going to be a super event. And Franny added some things I didn't realize. They're going to pick you up at the airport, give you cash.
Ground transportation, $1,000, hotel accommodations.
And 2 nights.
Yeah, because of concert.
I know, that is. Oh,
That's 2 nights.
Does that make you want to go now since it's 2 nights?
Absolutely not. Let's do some Florida stories.
All right.
Florida. Florida.
Did you say
Florida.
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
What?
I was saying to them, I don't want to take away from the listeners. If they win, congratulations. That's all.
Okay. An elderly Florida woman who has been sending all her money to someone claiming to be Liam Neeson
Oh, no.
has been arrested for striking a family member who seized her phone in an attempt to keep you. So the family member was just trying to help her.
Yeah.
So she got arrested because his family members tried to take her phone. And yeah, they were like, they were just like, you need to stop exchanging texts. This is a fraudster. They're
So
scamming
sad.
you. And instead, this elderly woman struck the family member.
She's got
Cops
mad.
were dispatched Wednesday evening to a domestic disturbance in Port St. Lucie, where Judith Barantes, 76, they said they were questioning her, officers, and the female victim and a male relative about the alleged battery, which resulted from Liam Neeson's contacts. The victim, whose name is redacted from the report, says that Barantes is not of the right mind and has been being defrauded by this male who is not Liam Neeson. After Barantes handed over her phone, the victim said she began texting the person who was posing as the actor. Barantes then took the phone back, they said, and struck the victim in the head and the arm.
Sad.
Yes, very sad. So another witness there, Julio, said that Judith has been sending all of her money to someone claiming to be Liam Neeson. He added that, that they took her phone and they've done it before. And then this time around when they did, the victim, they said she started hitting her on the head and the arm. So she was arrested on misdemeanor charges, and it is sad because she feels that passionately about it that she thinks Liam Neeson really is texting her, that she's beating up people over it who are taking her phone away.
That's it.
Yeah, so there's no details on how she, quote unquote, met the actor or how much money has been taken from her. But hopefully they'll be able to get to the bottom of that too and find out, the cops, now that they know what's going on, find out who this fraudster is. But it happens all of the time, unfortunately. Next up in your What the Florida, this is gross, because this is, remember the SpaghettiOs. A woman filed a lawsuit in Okeechobee County against Campbell's and Walmart, claiming that she and her child discovered live worms in their can of SpaghettiOs.
Oh, terrible.
Ugh. But only after they'd already eaten part of the meal. The complaint was filed on June 4th. Mary Hubbard and Gregory Lovell as parents and legal guardians to a minor. And they said in this document that she bought the canned pasta from Walmart Supercenter. And it claims that she prepared it for her and her child at their home. And she served it to both of them, and they started munching on it. And then she looks and she sees things moving. worms or parasites moving in. The complaint states she recorded video of the contamination showing worm-like organisms moving in the product. So gross. These are SpaghettiOs she claims were contaminated at the time they were manufactured, distributed, or sold, rendering the product defective, you think, or unfit for human consumption.
Oh, man.
So she's going after him. I'm surprised for only $50K. Because it's Walmart and Campbell's.
Yeah, she should rack it up for
She's
$1 million.
describing injuries as serious and seeking damage exceeding $50,000, along with a demand for a jury trial, is what she wants. So we'll see what happens there. And then finally, in your last dose of What the Florida this week, it's so gross, right? A Florida DoorDash driver says a routine food delivery turned into a nightmare when she arrived at a home in Cocoa and was met at the door by a naked man. The woman dropped the order and tried to head back to her car as fast as she could, but the guy grabbed her, restrained her, and pressed himself against her as she tried to escape. He also allegedly grabbed her buttocks and yelled at her as she fled. The driver managed to get back into her vehicle, call 911. Police say the suspect is 20-year-old Jamar Carter. Initially denied ordering the food and claimed he wasn't home. I don't know what you're talking about. I have an alibi. But investigators later found evidence that DoorDash order had been placed. That's easy to find. She can just show him. He was arrested and charged with attempted kidnapping and attempted sexual battery.
Wow.
The case still remains under investigation. Very scary. And that is You're at the Florida.
Great job, Franny. We do it twice a show. Awesome. Always unique, crazy stories.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
Yep.
Not good at all. Serena Williams, people are speculating maybe she's going to start playing more and maybe come back to the Wimbledon. Some people feel she can come back. Some people feel she can't. She is going to play another match now. She did say that. So we'll see what happens with her. Hopefully she's, up to speed where she needs to be. I don't want to see her come back and get blown out. But I think that she would be able to tell her ability since she was top of the game for years and years and years. I think she's won 24 Grand Slams. So we'll see what happens if Serena comes back. But people are talking about it, and she is obviously sparked a lot of this because she's playing in a doubles match. And then she did say yesterday she committed to another doubles match that she'll play. So we'll see if she comes back or not. Locally, she's from our area, and I hope it works out for her.
She's got 39 Grand Slam titles.
Oh, does she really?
39? Yeah, I was like 23 singles and women's singles, 14 in women's doubles.
Okay, yeah.
And 2 in mixed doubles. So in total, 39.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yes.
23 as singles. That's unbelievable. So we'll see what she does, whether or not she can come back. She's been gone for a couple of years, but when she left, she never really said she retired.
Yeah, it wasn't. She didn't officially say that. It was kind of like she's like
Taking a break.
Like a break is it's not exactly what she said, but something like that.
Same thing with Russell Wilson. He's going to CBS this year to be in the studio, but he said he's not saying he's retired. Sometimes people say that to leave it open and a possibility, but we'll see. So I wish her all the luck in the world. Wimbledon's going to be here before you know it, so I don't know if she'll be ready by then. That's only about really 4 weeks away. It's usually around July 4th. I could see her maybe for the U.S. Open in Flushing, but we'll see what happens. And Duke and Michigan, this is going to be a good thing. Dom, you might want to get press passes for this. They're going to be playing at the Lone Park Stadium where the Marlins play December 21st, basketball.
Really?
They usually play at MSG, but it switched this year, and it's going to be at the Lone Park place where the Marlins play. That'd be a cool game to go to. I wouldn't mind checking that out. Duke and Michigan, December 21st. They usually play at the Garden, and it usually kicks off like college basketball the first month. They did play, I believe, there last year and a couple years before, but it's switching up, and it's gonna be in Miami. I think that's cool. But like I said, I wouldn't mind checking that out. December 21st. Duke's taking on Michigan. 2 great programs. Obviously, Michigan won it all. And we'll see what ends up happening. And the UFC says that they're going to lose at least half of the amount of money that they are putting up for the UFC fight, $60 million. And they think they'll lose about $30 million on the whole thing. I mean, maybe. It's just a guess. I did hear again President Trump's thinking about leaving this up. I do think he'll get some pushback from people about that. But he does, you can see the pictures online, and it's gone up quicker than you realize. And we got what? The 14th, right? Next week.
Yep.
So, man will be here before next Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's also President Trump's birthday. So if you want to get him something, you better chop to it and get it. Yeah, it's going to be the 14th next Sunday night. And he did talk about a couple things changing. They had certain groups that were going to perform and singers who have bowed out. And now he has said we're going to get other people who have talent. We don't want people who have no talent to show up for this big event. Also, he's going to speak, obviously. Not surprised about that. But that's next Sunday night at the White House. And, man, when you see the pictures, this is amazing what they've done, that they put this together so quick. I do think they should take it down after the fact, but we'll see. Because the UFC said they'll pay for everything now, but if they keep it up, UFC might say down the road, we're not paying for it.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, if they just say it stays up for a year or so, they may be like, oh, we offered it then. We're not going to take it down now. And that'll come out of U.S. pocket for taxpayers. And I don't think that's fair. But we'll see what happens with that. And they did talk about, we also addressed all the mosquitoes and the heat and everything like that. So who knows what this thing turns out to be. But UFC has said that they're going to lose about $30 million. That I find hard to believe that they're doing it. But again, this is what they're saying. So we'll see what happens. And A.J. Brown got traded to the Patriots. Now he's admitting, which is really a bad thing, but it just shows you players can do whatever they want. They want to get out of something. He leaked a lot of stories to the media, so it would put pressure on the Eagles that they trade him. Can you believe that? That is crazy. Mm-hmm. That's like when some guys, like in basketball, they used to accuse Harden of that, not really playing hard. And remember, supposedly he wore a fat suit, say he was out of shape. But A.J. Brown now saying that he leaked stuff to the press, that's bad. That really is. Because you're forcing the hand of the team where, okay, we got to get rid of you. It's such a pain in the ass. Mm-hmm. And he admitted it himself. He wanted to be on the Patriots, and he was the one leaking the story. Not a good situation. I think he should get fined for that.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. I think he should be fined by the NFL for that, especially since he's admitting that he released the stories to the media. I don't think that's a good thing at all because you can see other guys starting to do stuff like that, which will be a
big contracts, whatever.
Yeah. If they just want to leave a team, you sign, you should be there obligated, just like they should be obligated to pay you. I mean, it's a two-way street. But it shouldn't be that, like somebody like him, he can orchestrate his exit out of Philadelphia. And how much must he have hate the quarterback to do all this stuff? You have a callback?
I have 2 callbacks for you, G-Man.
Okay.
Here's your donut joke for National Donut Day. Who is the most popular guy at the nudist colony? The one who can carry a half dozen donuts with no hands. Who's the most popular woman at the nudist colony? The one that can eat that 6th donut.
Oh, man.
Wow, that's strong.
Wow.
Wow. That's strong. Carry the 6 donuts without hands. That's pretty impressive.
All right, G-Man. And your next talk back?
Hey, this is Granny. Rick, back in the day, my Virginia was like a rabbit. But now she's getting older, she's more like a sloth. It may take some time, but she'll still get you there. Honey?
The honey's what gets me all the time. Honey? 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys get involved. You can also text at Real Radio 47142. Things you don't want to hear in the bedroom or things that you don't say. We start off the program. Franny had a great topic. A sex therapist said these are things you don't want to say.
So if you're trying to get your kiddos... Oh, we have a caller?
We do, real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I know G-Man's going to make it quick on him. We have his best friend, Graham Wellington, on the phone. Graham, you there?
Hello, Greek. You know you're so generous. You know what I just did in Dunkin' Donuts parking lot? The lady's car was broke down, so I gave her the keys to my $28 million Boattail Rolls Royce.
You're so good, Graham. Why don't you bring it here and give it to me?
I'm making money on the Knicks. I made $50 million the last game.
Wow, you're crushing it.
So I figured, what the heck? I'm going to win again. I'm betting Knicks again tonight. I'm putting $100 million.
I hope you lose your ass.
But there you go.
Next time you're giving away a car, come to 3071 Continental Drive. Appreciate it, Graham.
Have a good one, Graham.
I'm going to order from you.
See ya, Graham.
Bye, Graham. See you later, Graham. 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Let Greek know that Russell Wilson did announce he's retiring from football. He posted a video on his Instagram page about it.
Oh, when they talked about it, when I read, he just said he's going to be in the booth for a year and left it open. Maybe that changed overnight. I don't know.
And then they're making fun because Mike, who called in, was asking the name of this show. For some reason, what he's streaming, it's saying it's the Love Docs. But they said, wait a minute, this is the Penthouse? I thought it was the Jonas Brothers podcast.
Oh.
And that's from Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
And they said the lady in Okeechobee that found worms in her SpaghettiOs shouldn't complain. Hell, SpaghettiOs are cheaper than buying worms to go fishing in Okeechobee. Okay. And then the other lady who was getting scammed by, quote unquote, Liam Neeson. They said maybe the lady just wanted to be taken by Liam Neeson.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
And then somebody is giving me advice here with the tree situation. They said, you take this one step further. Pull an old survey of your property and measure to your property line. Come to find out, the whole tree trunk is on your property. Chop the whole sucker down.
Got him.
Imagine that.
Just go over, just like, excuse me, that tree is actually on my property, and your fence is blocking this.
The whole fence actually has got to be moved too, so you can pay for that too.
Yeah, so
that would be.
I don't want to know what's going on the other side over there. There's like 10 people who live in there. They're the ones with the pigeons.
Oh yeah.
That they have like the messenger pigeons.
Yeah.
And they have I call them my little hood chickens that
Is
come
that
over.
the semi truck?
They got the no longer there. That one's been gone. The cab. The cab is it's been gone now for almost half a year. But he definitely does work on cars because there's always random vehicles in there and stuff. And I would never say anything. I'm pretty sure they have like a other little building that they built in there for more family members. It's probably not permitted either. Listen, if we really want to mess with them, we could. Between the chickens and the pigeons and the trees and the houses. But we're one of those neighbors. Cool. You do. We won't bother you. You don't bother us.
Yeah, I think that's nice that you do that. You want to try to get along with your neighbors. Franny talked about a show, I think it was on HBO, called Neighbors.
Yeah, that one is. It's HBO Max. Check it out. There are some crazy people in this world.
I watched one, and I was just like, oh, my God. Next day, I went out to my car, and both people, I was like, hey, good morning.
What's going on, neighbor?
So glad I have you. Yeah, some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And
we actually thought, so our other neighbor, so to our left is the one I'm talking about. To the right is my other neighbor, Jason, who's also in the radio industry. And I've known him for years. And, you know, he's got a really crazy personality and he's into some really wild things. Super nice guy. But I thought when I found out we were going to, because we moved in around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same week we closed on our houses. And I was like, oh no, it's going to be crazy next door.
Oh.
And lo and behold, he's actually very peaceful, very quiet. Yeah. And I think we were the crazy ones throwing parties and stuff. And I was like, I guess we're the crazy ones. But we've definitely come back.
Yeah, again, with your neighbors, you try to get along.
Yes.
It could be a pain in the ass. I told a story recently. One of my neighbors parked in the side of my driveway. I couldn't get out. I felt weird knocking on their door the next morning, but they were blocking me in, and I couldn't get to work.
Yeah.
And that's...
You shouldn't feel weird about that.
I did, though, because it was very early when I knocked on their door. I actually waited like 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, I got to knock on the door. I did. I was like, it's a little early.
Yeah.
They were cool, but they were like, all right.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been blocking you from getting out of your driveway.
Yeah.
That's on them.
The one kid, the kid came out, he goes, you could have went over the grass. I'm like, I really don't want to go over the grass. You know, my car.
And I got my neighbor that's, I lend clothing to, and it takes 2 weeks to get back to.
Yeah, that was bad. That was very nice that you did that.
That was nice of you.
Yeah.
Well, the funny part.
Well, I just want to say is that the mom didn't think that he was going to graduate. That's why I didn't shop.
And the other neighbor that came to me beforehand, and I told him, he heard me say on the radio that I let the kid close, and he knew exactly who I was talking about and told me right away just to write it off.
Yeah, because he gave him tools.
Yep.
And that's pretty crazy when you hear stuff like that. Like, you're never getting that back.
But you did, at least, right?
I got it back.
But the mom gave it to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you ever see the kid again.
No, I still see him.
Yeah. Like, hey, what's up, bro? You got my pants? It's pretty crazy. It is the Penthouse. You want to talk about crazy? We'll be back in a few minutes with the conclusion of the show and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Here we go again. They're taking hard-working American people, American men, and they're taking their job.
I think it's so weird that they would be able to make a human being without using eggs or sperm. Scientists
I feel the same way
about omelets. The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Friday afternoon commute, a good one along the Palm Beaches. Not seeing a whole lot to slow us down. Our expressways are up to speed. Accident-free on the Turnpike and I-95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
I finally took action and went to Life Imaging FLA for a heart scan. By the way, super easy, no dyes, no getting undressed, and thank goodness no needles. And honestly, I thought I was going to be skipping out of there because, well, I just feel great. I'm active, I eat right, so what could be wrong with me, right? A lot of people leave there with great news, but not me. I have a high heart score, which means heart disease. So I met with a cardiologist, and now we're taking the right steps to keep me around for a long, long time. They save lives with their FDA-approved state-of-the-art low-dose CT scanners. And right now, call for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan now with a few minimum requirements, valid at $699. From your cell, call pound 250, say free heart scan. That's pound 250, say free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening and virtual colonography.
Making a few small changes to how you use energy in your home can make a big difference. Like setting your AC. Every degree you raise it can save you up to 5% on cooling costs. With the FPL Energy Manager, you can easily monitor how much energy you're using, see which appliances use the most, and how it affects your bill. Keep more money in your pocket by making your home more energy efficient. Learn more at fpl.com/ways to save.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hire them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices, West Palm Beach.
Picture this. You're on a date and the conversation's flowing, the food's amazing, and then bad breath happens. Suddenly you're leaning back instead of leaning in. Confidence gone. Or maybe it's a big meeting. You've got the pitch nailed, the deal perfect, but coffee breath is doing all the talking. Not the impression you want to leave behind. Here's the truth. Gum and mints, most are just bad breath Band-Aids and fade fast. That's why you need to try Zellman's Minty Mouth, the functional breath freshener you swallow. Zellman's tiny dual-action capsules are coated with powerful, delicious mint and filled with parsley seed oil, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, like garlic and onions. And it even takes down coffee breath, too. For fresh, confident breath, anytime you need to get close. Zellman's is only available online, so go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code RADIO for 15% off your first order. That's ZELMINS.com with code RADIO for 15% off your first order today. Backed by a 100% love it or your money back guarantee. Don't let bad breath ruin the moment.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with SmileTunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with SmileTunes.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year, but behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Why should you listen to Armstrong and Getty on demand?
We're not boring. A lot of news is boring. And tedious. And depressing. And makes you angry. You don't want to live your life like that. Hey, I'm Jack Armstrong. He's Joe Getty. We're Armstrong and Getty. We try to bring you the truth and help you figure out this crazy modern world.
Honestly, yes. Who did doubt that? That's a good question.
Listen to Armstrong and Getty on demand on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Armstrong and Getty on demand and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
Brains, beauty, and more intelligence than Greek and Dom combined. Brandy's keeping everyone in line.
It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
I mean, it's true. I fight it. Sometimes you have to know your role in life, Domster.
Yeah.
She is more intelligent than both of us. If it was just me, I would be offended. But when they threw you in, I agree. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Get ready for the weekend. We're going to tell you a couple of things to do this weekend. If you want. If you don't, do it yourself. Dom's here.
Did you just tell our listeners to do themselves?
Yeah, do it yourself. I already did it.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I'd do it again.
No, I did it like a half hour ago. I'm good.
Franny's here.
Hi.
Dom sent me a drop yesterday, and, when you're doing this show, there's just, like, so much stuff that goes through it, like, goes on, and, you don't catch everything. And it was a great drop with Franny, actually, having a great comment. And, like, people say stuff to me about the show all the time. Like, oh, you remember this, you remember that?
Yeah, what was the drop?
It was with Bob Pittman.
You want me to get it? I don't know if I didn't know you want that played again, but I will get that for you in 2 seconds. It's the whole clip though.
Yeah, it was Franny's part that was very fun.
I know, but I can't clip that.
Yeah, all right. No, play the whole thing. It's fine if you play it.
All right, here we go. I have Mr. Bob Pittman on the phone.
Hello, Bob. About time you called.
Hey, I called to congratulate Dominic. You're doing a wonderful job. There'll be a bonus an increase on your salary check. And Franny, you're doing an extreme job as well. And Greek, tighten up, man.
Yeah, tighten up my ass. You've been taking advantage of me. Nobody's brought in more money than me, pal. Do the math. That's how we keep score. Recognize. Take care of your boy.
Did you just tell him to tighten up your ass? That's your job, G-Man.
That was the funny part.
Notice me when
Tighten up my ass. That's exactly what you said.
Tighten up my ass. Franny's like, I think that's your job. Let's do a trifecta. Let me tighten up my ass.
Riders up. It's Greek Trifecta.
Game 2, the NBA Finals tonight. It's at the Alamo. The Spurs are laying 5.5. What's going to happen? If you know, tell us. Will Victor have a better game? Or will he shoot 6 for 21 again? If he does, it's all over. Brunson and the Knicks are in big control right now, winning game 1. If they win tonight, they could have a hold on the championship. They have not won a championship since 1973, and they are ahead in this series. The last time the Knicks were ahead and a champion in the NBA Finals was 1994, and that was the day of the O.J. chase. I was at the Garden that day. I will never forget it. People just going crazy with OJ and the Bronco. Last night, NHL Stanley Cup, we did have a big game, and Carolina ended up winning 5-4 in overtime. They were losing 1-0. Vegas was up and got an early lead, but Carolina fought back and tied it up. So now that series is 1-1, switching over to Vegas. Baseball, the Tampa Bay will be taking on the Marlins. The Mets are in San Diego, and the Yankees and the Red Sox. But the big story out of the Yankee camp is that Mr. Judge hit a wall on a great catch. He broke a couple ribs. He's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That is going to harpoon the Yankees' chances. And there goes his MVP shot to try to get a third one. Bad news for him. And the ribs, you never know. They're saying 6 to 7 weeks. It could be longer than that, pending how it heals. We'll see what happens, but not good news if you're a Yankee fan. And it sucks because we just got Cole back, and now we're losing Judge. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by New York Prime. Always a great place to get a great meal. And don't forget Father's Day, June 21st. That'll be before you know it. Make a reservation for you and your dad. I think it's a great way to say, Dad, I love you, and thank you for everything you do. Peace.
47142 started off with Real Radio. Says, did I hear Dom correctly? He lends out his clothes. Says, I'd like to borrow a couple pairs of his underwear. Used is fine. And then we have somebody who requested Misspeak 65. They said not for any reason, just because that's today's date is June 5th. So if we can get 65 going, and then we'll get into another topic I got.
It wasn't for like G-Man's age or something like that?
No, that's not what they put on here.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
I mean, that's my opinion. I'm a fan of Pamela Anderson, so I'm going to defend her. But again, like I said, I'm not going to defend Pamela Anderson unless she wants to have dinner with me. A lot of people get a lot of ants for the, just nerves, whatever.
You can't just go around making up new words.
I know a girl who had a really bad divorce. There was infidelity on her end, and she was very. Jeez, what's wrong with you, man? When I was in Italy, that's all I drank every morning.
Oh, you must have been Chirac.
Well, I'm just saying, it is. I know, latte dog.
What was it? Gyrocketed? Little Rocket Man. Well, with Antonio Brown, the biggest thing in the subject, you can't figure it out because there's two different things. It's apples and bees. You are a squirrel, you get the egg runner.
I get the what?
Whatever.
Be careful, he's not normal.
It's Spanamonia at its best. Peace.
I haven't a clue what's going on here, but I'll act like I do.
Spanamonia.
Spanamonia, huh?
Wow.
So many made up words.
Things that you don't want to hear when you're having sex. That was like Spanamonia. Unbelievable.
All right. So there's most of us would like to live a long. Most of us, right? Want to live a long, healthy life?
Maybe. It depends on your life.
Except Greek, he always wants to drop dead. But probably not at the expense of spending every spare minute in the gym. The good news, there's a sweet spot for strength training that may be shorter than you think. Now I'm giving this information. Information changes all the time. We know this. You're supposed to exercise this many days a week, and this one, you're supposed to walk this many miles.
And you should eat this. And then it's like triangle turns.
You're supposed to take this many steps a day.
Milk isn't good. Wine's bad.
Yeah, it just makes your head spin.
Smoke cigarettes and drink scotch. You'll live to 105.
Researchers found that people who spend about 90 to 120 minutes per week during doing strength training had a 13% lower risk of death from any cause compared with those who didn't do any strength training at all. The part that's even more encouraging for busy schedules, the benefits appear to level off after about 2 hours a week. In other words, you don't need to live in the weight room to see meaningful results. So they define strength training as exercises that use weights or body weights like push-ups, squats, lunges, traditional weightlifting. They also found that adding some aerobic exercises, just brisk walk, running, swimming, cycling, offer even greater benefits. So people who do both, strength and cardio training, had the lowest risk of early death overall. And the findings are based on nearly 3 decades of data that they were collecting over 147,000 participants.
That's a ton.
So, yeah, pretty big sample size and a long time of them watching these people. And while the research was observational and can't prove that strength training directly caused a lower risk of death, the results do align with what scientists already know, right? The benefits there are of regular exercise. And a lot of people, I didn't really get into it that much until my 30s. I mean, during high school and stuff, I was active. But my 20s, I was just one of those people who's like, oh, look, you don't have to do anything. And it does catch up. But they say it is super beneficial once you enter into your 30s to start working out. People don't realize how much. From little things. I mean, we hear about old people, falling and busting their hip or whatever. Being and doing strength training. And I even follow ladies who didn't start until their 70s. And now they look incredible. You are never too old or too young to start doing this kind of stuff.
And the other thing is, as simple as walking around your development. Like some people say, I don't have the time. Some people say, I don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just, I know a lot of my friends have walked around and they've lost weight and they see great results.
Like I said, body weight stuff. I mean, a lot of people just do things at your house. You don't need to have, and you can buy a few weights here and there, but you don't need to. Body weight stuff and calisthenics are great for you. Push-ups, squats,
And do it for
just
you.
everything.
That's the whole thing. A lot of times I hear people say, like, well, who am I doing it for? Do it for yourself.
Yeah, that's who you're doing it for.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it for anybody else. Yes, does it make you feel good? Of course. And if you feel good, then you're going to be confident when you get out there and you're trying to attract people or whatever the case may be. But 100%, G-Man's right. You should be doing it for yourself.
Love yourself. You will never let you down. Dom, who do we have, buddy, on a memorable Friday?
We have Evan on the phone.
Evan, did he call already? I thought
He, just to win.
Oh, okay.
And
Evan,
he
what's
lost,
up?
So it's okay.
Evan.
You got a problem there, buddy?
Right?
No. I didn't know if you called before. I couldn't remember. What's happening? But then again, I forget people I slept with.
Because you call me a loser, right? Yeah. Hey, listen, I didn't pick 33, okay? I will next time.
All right. I didn't call you loser.
I know. Hey, listen, we've experienced 3 really great games this week with the hockey and basketball.
Uh-huh.
And I hope tonight's going to be the same.
I know.
When Brunson got injured,
yeah,
the way he looked, I thought for sure, I said, you know what? Watch him come back in the fourth quarter and do his imitation of Willis Reed.
Yeah, no, he came right back, and he had an unbelievable game. He didn't shoot well. I mean, they talk about that, but I said it many times. You listen all the time. Best free agent signing in the NBA in the last 5 years. People don't realize either when he signed with the Knicks, he could have got the max deal and said no because he wanted the Knicks to have money, and they got Bridges after that. So he's done a lot of things. They traded for Josh Hart, and he's great. I just had the Spurs for the series, and I hope they lose tonight.
Yeah, and the thing I have a problem with when teams need to run some time off the clock, they don't. They just run down and shoot a 3. They don't.
Yeah, that's coaching.
Pass the ball around. It's this, that. Pardon me?
That's coaching.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, don't you remember the days? Remember Dean Smith? They used to hold the ball. Remember that? Then they changed the clock. Remember there was no shot clock back then.
Yep, 4 corner. That was ridiculous, but again, you got a timeout. Yeah, you have a timeout. You use them, or you just yell from the bench. Get it around. Shoot when there's, get into the play with less than 10 seconds. That's what they usually do. They dribble for 14 and shoot under 10. But it doesn't always happen that way, and it is puzzling to a fan when you watch it. Like, what the hell are you doing? Because at the end of the game, you have an extra person on your team, which is the clock.
Exactly. Well, I think that's how the Spurs lost. I mean, they were just shooting, just as soon as they didn't hold the ball. Anyway, you got the idea.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
I'm hoping for a really good game tonight.
Yeah.
And Franny.
Yes.
Yeah, you do a commercial about getting a heart scan, which I really think is great for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the commercial, you say, ask them about their free cancer screening and virtual colonoscopy. What the hell is a virtual colonoscopy?
Colonography.
Oh.
That's something different.
Yes, a virtual colonography is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking, I would say, what the hell is a virtual colonoscopy?
No, colonography is basically the CT scan that does that actually does advanced X-rays on your colon and rectum and all that stuff. A colonography for colon cancer.
Okay.
Instead of doing a colonoscopy.
Yeah, Yeah, I thought it was like, how they okay, I said that might be more comfortable than going in there, on that camera,
Yeah.
Okay, well, now you set me straight.
Get checked, Evan. We need you around, buddy.
Well, I'm fine. I'm hanging in there.
Good.
I've had heart disease since 2019, and I'm still going strong.
Good.
And the thing is, I just take medicine. I don't have to do anything. Well, diet.
Oh, you take like
But
statins?
the only thing is, pardon me?
You take statins? Is that what they put you on?
Well, I take that, and I take for blood pressure and for AFib, different things like that. And you just change your diet. But my problem is, I treat salt like it's sugar, and to stop the salt is the hardest thing.
I'm the same way, Evan. I really am. I am a salty person, and I have been super conscious about cutting down on it. And it's been difficult because I do love salt. But, yeah, that's one thing I definitely need to stop doing, and it hurts.
What I do, and I use a lot of olive oil.
Oh, that's good.
Olive oil is great for you.
really
No,
good.
olive oil is one of the things that you should be doing
Very healthy
for heart health.
Yeah.
And one thing about, I'll let you go after this, but one thing about my cardiologist, he says, have a piece of pizza now and then. Have a glass of wine now and then, because if you crave it, then you're going to want to. It'll affect you. So he goes, go ahead.
Yeah.
And that's the way. And we sit down there. He used to play a lot of golf. And he's a great guy.
Good.
We just sit there one-on-one. He just tells you, hey, listen, do something. Go out dance and do something. Just don't feel sorry for yourself.
I agree.
Go out and don't starve yourself from all the things that you crave. Just a little bit in moderation. So I know you're going through it. And there's ways to do it that you can just hang in there and don't stress over it. The stress is the worst part.
Absolutely.
Course, yeah.
Stress is a killer for sure.
Definitely, Evan. Evan, we appreciate the call, and plus you listen to the show, so you got good taste, buddy. You're in good shape.
Yeah, you're salty to me.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Who's next, Dom?
Next up we have is Billy.
Hey, Billy, what's happening? Thank you for listening to Real Radio.
Hey, Dad. Oh, I mean Greek. I learned a new joke.
Yeah.
What did the mama tomato say to the baby tomato when the baby tomato was going too slow?
What?
Catch up.
Oh, thanks, Billy. Appreciate that.
I feel like I've heard that joke before.
I never did.
Right?
That's awesome.
You ever watch Pulp Fiction?
No, I did, but I don't remember that. That didn't resonate.
a
Yes,
joke that
Tom.
Uma
G-Man,
told.
before we wrap up, I was wondering if you and Franny saw the picture that I sent you guys. I sent you guys to do Madden 27 cover
Oh, I didn't see it
for
yet.
the game.
My phone's in your studio.
Oh, well, maybe Franny can pull it up on her phone real quick and show you, both of you, because it's a pretty big deal, this Madden 27 cover.
Why? Because it's showing.
That's funny.
All right, G-Man? Can you see who it is?
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
That's awesome. It's the
Look at
coach.
a picture of her.
It's the coach and Diane. That's so nice.
Great picture of Diana Rossini.
If you look, it's the Infidelity edition of the Madden 27.
That's
what would I
awesome.
think of next?
Yeah, that's great.
I wonder if they got paid for that.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Now, that's not obviously people just putting that together, right? That's unbelievable. Yeah. Man,
Yeah, no, G, that's not real.
G would go buy it right
Definitely
away.
AI.
No, I'm just thinking, I'm surprised they don't come up with stuff where you can get in trouble for that. Because I'm sure they're not happy about that.
yeah.
If they see that, ooh,
Of course not. Have you seen how many things?
How many memes they have?
Yes.
I know, it's crazy. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys enjoyed the show all week as much as we enjoyed doing it. Special thanks to everybody. First, the audience, because you guys do a great job every day. Thank you so much for your effort in choosing us. Dom, great job as always. Appreciate everything you do. And thank you for another great work of week.
Oh, I want to thank, Brian Mudd for joining us today, too.
Franny,
Great work of week.
Whatever.
Yes, I heard that, too.
Franny, great job as always.
Thanks.
You have a great weekend.
You
and I know
too.
your weekends are always better than the week.
I'm going to have a great weekend.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with me, but it might. Thanks for all your help.
Thanks, G-Man. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Dom, and thank you guys for tuning in as always.
Hey, make every day special, right? Don't just let it go by and say, hey, it was okay today. Make it a special day. Enjoy yourself. and do something nice. Free donut day. I got screwed. You hear me bitching? I'm not mad. Going back tomorrow, though.
You want a mango?
You want a mango?
You've been bitching a lot.
No. Yes, you have.
I'm over it. Go back tomorrow morning. We'll be back with the Greek, so we got to pick a winner tonight in the game. Come on, Avon. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
Need a medical marijuana card? With 22 Florida locations, the doctor will see you. Book now at mmjhealth.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Problem-free Friday commute along the Palm Beaches. We are looking good on the expressways. No major delays or incidents on the Turnpike or I-95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Summer starts early in Florida, which means we get more beach time, more sunshine, and more time to enjoy refreshing, sweet, and juicy Florida watermelon. The best part of summer is already here. Locally grown Fresh from Florida watermelon. There's sunshine in every bite.
It's Monroe's at Palm Beach. Fetish Fridays. Live fetish shows every hour on Friday night. Open till 5 a.m. So you got to make sure you stop by Monroe's. That's where the beautiful ladies are. That's where fantasy meets reality 7 days a week. And a beautiful restaurant, 5-star restaurant, beautiful ladies. Elevate your nightlife and make it a great night at Monroe's at Palm Beach. If you want to see beautiful ladies, that's where they are. South Florida's hottest nights are where the ladies are. Because the hottest girls are at Monroe's at Palm Beach. Peace.
Substance use disorder affects more than just one person. It impacts entire families. For over 70 years, Karen Treatment Centers has delivered transformational care to individuals struggling with addiction and the families who support them. Karen offers evidence-based treatment and is in network with most major insurance providers, helping people access the care they need. If you or someone you love is seeking help, visit Karen.org to learn more.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Smile Tunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Smile Tunes.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. be sharper at work, be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit includes blood work and a medical consult, and if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
I'll be honest, getting my results from Life Imaging FLA really changed my perspective on my health. I went in thinking I was doing great, right? Everything fine. I'm super active and a certified nutrition coach. After a quick and painless heart scan, my results came back and they weren't great. That led me to meet with a cardiologist, and now we're doing more testing and putting together a plan because I want to be here for a long time for myself and for the people I love. And that's exactly why early detection matters. Heart disease is still the #1 killer, and so many people have no symptoms like me. They save lives with their FDA-approved, state-of-the-art low-dose CT scanners. Right now, call for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. Don't wait until there's a problem to start paying attention to your heart. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan now with a few minimum requirements, valued at $699. From your cell, call pound 250, say free heart scan. That's pound 250, say free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening and virtual colonography.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid-80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at SummitRacing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop SummitRacing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. From the gridiron to the hardwood, from the strip to the sports book, the action starts here. This is the Greek Zone, breaking down the lines, spreads, and matchups that matter. The Greek Zone, sponsored by Duty Calls, all your waste and sanitation needs. Here's the Greek. Let's make some money.
Yeah, it is the Greek Zone on a Friday. Get ready, baby. NBA playoffs, the finals. This is it. Spurs got their backs against the wall. Knicks win tonight. This could be over. We'll talk to Rob Vino today from WagerTalk.com, see what he thinks about the big game. We'll look at the prop bets for you guys in the game, and also the actual line went up. Is it a suck-in? Are they trying to trap you? We'll look at Major League Baseball and so much more. NBA Game 2, it's going to be very exciting. Game 1 was Knicks were down by 14, 65-51 in the third quarter, and they come back. So Knicks have not lost 12 in a row. I mean, can they just keep running? Did they finish the season 14 in a row? Maybe they do. In baseball today, we have the Phillies taking on the White Sox. Phillies minus 185. You got Seattle and Detroit. And we have Seattle minus 125. Yankees and Boston. Boston plus 120. Yankees minus 145. But the big news out of Yankees is bad news. Judge has got problems with his ribs. He's going to be out at least 6 weeks, excuse me. And that's not good. That really does put a dent in his MVP to try to get a third one. And he was off to a good start. Average-wise, he was starting to come up a little. Played some very good defense, but he went into the wall, caught a ball, and he's out. Toronto and Boston. Toronto's minus 150. You got our Marlins home in our backyard taking on Tampa Bay, and they are plus 115. Pittsburgh taking on Atlanta. Atlanta minus 145. The A's in Houston. Houston minus 110. You got Kansas City and Minnesota. Minnesota minus 115. You got the Reds taking on St. Louis. St. Louis big favorites there, minus 145. Texas and Cleveland, and you do have Cleveland favored there. Milwaukee taking on Colorado. And Colorado is home, but Milwaukee's 155. The Mets travel to San Diego, and San Diego is hot lately. They're minus 130. Washington and Arizona. Washington, highest scoring team in National League, so always look at the over there, 8.5. And you got the Angels and the Dodgers coming off a loss. And when you look at the NBA tonight, we do have the Spurs. Wow, this line is jumping up. Now it's 6.5. Oh, man, that sucks. Should have bet earlier this morning when it was 5.5. The whole world's betting the Spurs.
Yep.
They're going for that zigzag, and, man, I got to tell you, I don't know. First game, I did have the under work out. I'm leaning a little bit more toward the over. When you look at some player props, you got Victor at 27.5. I mean, I guess you would assume he's going to get 30 if they're going to win. And when you bet some of these, you got to put it together like, okay, this is what I'm hoping for. This is what I need. Doesn't mean if Victor doesn't go over, they don't win. But I would expect you want him to have a big game. And 6.5 is a lot. You got Brunson at 25.5. He scored 30 last time. Anthony Towns, 18. Castle, 18. 16.5, excuse me. Fox, 15.5. OG, 14.5. He had 18. Vassell, 12.5. Dylan Harper, 12.5. His number's been going up. It was 10.5 last game.
And that was a ching right away.
Yeah. So now it's a little higher. Bridges, 12.5. Josh Hart, 11.5. Champagne, 11.5. Those are your starters. When you do look at threes, we will check the 3 line. Champagne, who hit 5 the first game, is 2.5. You got Vessel, 2.5. Brunson, 2.5. OG, 2.5. Victor, 1.5. Victor missed 7 last game. He does take them. That's the thing with him. But I don't know if I like that. Josh Hart, 1.5. Castle, 1.5. He takes them 2. Fox, 1.5. Anthony Towns he only took 1 or 2 last game. He's plus 135. Bridges, 1.5. He's plus 140. And Dylan Harper is 5. He's just got to make 1, but it is minus 180. What do you like tonight, Dom? Point-wise, player-wise, game-wise? What is floating your boat?
I'm still going to definitely do Dylan Harper over. I'm thinking about doing Victor Wembanyama over.
Okay.
I know the last time, I think, what game was it, that the Spurs had a bad loss against the Thunder?
He came back strong.
Yeah, and Greg Popovich went downstairs and went in the locker room after the game and had a talk with the boys. I feel like that might have happened again after that game, especially since it's a home game. I feel like he was there. He probably went down there, definitely had a talk with the boys, and I feel like tonight's the game for the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does. That's what worries you. But sometimes it does happen what everybody thinks. Sometimes the public does win in these games. Spurs winning and covering are 2 different things, obviously. For bettors, that's all we care about. For sports fans, it's a little different. You want to tie the series up. We'll see. You would assume Victor has a better game than he did last time. You would just assume that. And his shooting was pretty bad. So hopefully he bounces back and picks up a W. And they're home. Their crowd will be into it. But if the Knicks ever win tonight, wow, they're going to start talking sweep with Game 3 and Game 4 in New York. What about Castle? How do you think he does?
I think he'll go over. I think he'll hit right there at 17, 18 again.
Mm-hmm.
I think let's go over to the 3-pointers. I would probably take the. I would go to Victor. I feel like he'll hit him tonight.
Yeah.
And then my surprise would probably be, because it looked like he was having a good game last game, would be OG Anunoby. I'd probably take his over at 14.5.
Yeah, he had 18.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a good game. Bridges didn't score much, though.
And it didn't look like the Spurs had a good guy to guard him. It looked like they kept trying to find someone that would
Match up with him.
Match it with him. They just couldn't find that person, it felt like.
Yeah, Bridges did not have a good game. He might bounce back tonight, point-wise. Again, it's tough, obviously, when you're watching these games and you got a certain individual, because all you do is root for him, and you take the focus off the game. Spurs were up by 7 last time, halftime, and they ended up extending the lead into the third quarter, but then blowing it, and then the Knicks came back. One of the people that has to have a bigger game is Fox. He had only 7 points, 3 for 13, 0 for 4, and 3 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big, big thing for him. They need him to score some points. If he doesn't have that, that's going to be tough for the Spurs. It just is. He's one of those guys that they can't expect Victor to do everything on his own. They just can't expect that. So it's one of those situations where he's got to get some points with some people. He will get his 15, 16 for Castle. Harper, I mean, again, he started off good shooting. Maybe he drops in another 10 or 12.
How do you think Brunson does today? You think he's a little beat up from the last game, or you think he just comes out firing again?
Brunson right there, 25.5. If you gave me a free bet, I'm taking the over. I'm not taking the under. Because again, Brunson has the thing that you want with a guy you're betting on for his total points. He scores, obviously. He shoots threes, and he's good at the foul line. So when you have those 3 pluses, I mean, yeah, it's just like Shea last series with the Oklahoma City. He went to the foul line one game 17 times. He went 16 for 17. I mean, those are the guys you want.
How about Julian Champagny? Do you feel like he's at 12? He's at 11.5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take that over? I mean, he was hitting some threes.
Yeah, I would probably bet his under.
His under?
Yeah, I probably would, because he did shoot very well.
Yep.
And I think, again, the public, like even Towns tonight, I think everybody's going to bet his under because he had such a big game last time.
How about Miles McBride? I know he's had some good games, but he's at 5.5. So that's 2 3-pointers, which he does take a lot.
I mean, obviously that can fall in. There's no doubt about that. That definitely could drop for him. A lot of times when you're betting prop bets, you look at those. A lot of people look at the smaller guys, and you're like, "Oh, he can make that easy," and it's not a gimme.
How about this as a backup? Would you take? What's to say? You put a little bit of money on the Jose Alvarado over 2.5 points. I mean, if Brunson goes out for a little bit,
yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do it. I mean,
at 2.5 points.
Yeah, he could drive and get fouled.
Yep.
Yeah, I would get that.
I mean, and then you could also adjust him, and if you feel like he could score, let's just say you think he could score 6 points, you could get over 5.5 points plus 260 on Jose.
Yeah, I think he's worth it. Yeah, I definitely think he's worth it.
That's like what, 2 threes or 3 baskets? I mean, I feel like that could happen when Brunson's in the bench.
Well, the other thing with him is, like I said, he can drive to the lane and get fouled.
Yep.
And if it's 2.5, that's not bad at all. I think Bridges has a better game than he did last time. He didn't really score. Towns did very well. You're going to see some adjustments tonight on both sides of the ball. They got, a game of film to see what worked, what didn't work. I think the thing with Victor that was really bad was they got him the ball, but it was always far away from the basket, and he took a lot of jumpers that just didn't fall. He was 6 for 21, and when those jumpers, don't hit, the Knicks are off to the races, and there it is, and that's the way it is. And when it was that 50, they were up 65-51, they had a big lead, and they blew it. And, when you keep taking jump shots or threes and they're not dropping, that's the quickest way for the other team to get back in it. And that's exactly what happened. So there's a lot of interesting things every game. When you're betting a prop play on a player, I mean, the line, like I've said, is pretty much true at this point of the season, and you're really getting lucky or not. Guy, shot falls in, doesn't fall in. I would probably bet Towns under tonight. What is he for points? 18?
His points he's at 16.5.
Oh, 16.5, yeah. I don't know. He didn't hit any threes the other night. That was the whole thing. His over-under on threes is 1.5, so you think he might be able to hit at least one tonight in the game. It's a huge game for the Spurs. They can't lose. They really can't. They lose tonight, the series is basically over. They're not going to win 4 of the last 5.
All right, G-Man. How about Mitchell Robinson? 3.5 points needed, plus 100.
Wasn't he 2.5 last game?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, did he go over that one? I know he had a basket.
I know he had a basket, and I think he went to the free throw line and missed both, I think.
I remember he did have a basket. I mean, that I know. You could check to see what he did. But I know he didn't.
He had 2 points. He was 1 for 2 in field goals. So, yeah, 2 points, though, so he went under.
Yeah, so there it is. And when you saw that, people were like, oh, God. And he had a chance the first time he got a basket right when he got in the game, and he got fouled and he missed.
He had a missed free throw. He would have had it over that.
Yeah, right there. As soon as he got in, he hit a basket, and then he fouled. Then I thought about it. I said, oh, man, he's going to be over, and he missed.
But he's one that they like to hack, too. If it gets down to the end of the game, they're like, oh, he's out here. Let's put him on the free throw line.
Yeah, well, the thing with him being in at the end of the game, Towns is usually in foul trouble if that happens.
Yep.
They don't play both of them at the same time, and he is terrible at foul shots. He's got the broken pinky, too. That adds to it.
But he was bad before that broken pinky, too.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, this adds to it, like I said. We'll see. I think there'll be some scoring tonight. I think the game goes over. The first game stayed under, and stayed under by a lot. It was 18, and I think it was 200 points. So you had a lot of room in that game. It is the Greek Zone on a Friday. Appreciate you guys getting involved. Again, we do have Rob Vino join us on the second portion of the show. We did have some baseball, and we went over that. Marlins are home tonight against Tampa Bay. Yanks, they are home against Boston. They're going to have a tough situation because Judge is out, and he's going to be out for 6 weeks. That is a long time. Maybe we on my wish list is Trout from the Angels, but I don't think it'll happen. But that would be great if the Yankees can make a trade with the Angels and get Trout here. I don't see that happening, but it would be a real nice thing because that's a big part of the Yankees' offense when he's out. Who do we have?
We have Evan on the phone.
Evan, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, I just ESPN, looking at ESPN, and they just said that the Chicago Bears Board of Directors just voted on a site for the new stadium in Hammond, Indiana, about 40 miles away from Chicago.
Wow. Yeah, wow. I didn't want to see the Bears leave. I like Soldier Field and all that, so that's...
No. I know that'll hurt your buddy Brady.
Oh, yeah. I think that's terrible that happened. But what are you going to do? It's all about money. I mean, we talk about it.
Because they got... Yeah, Hampton, it's like a farm area. The land's a lot cheaper than it is in Chicago.
Oh, sure. But, I like tradition and keep it there. Soldier Field was there. They renovated years ago. And that's going to suck for the fans, too, because they're going to have to go out there. But it's, again, in all aspects of sports, Evan, you notice it is about money. And I'm sure they got a better deal. And, they talked to – I know they were talking to the city about a dome. And sometimes they think like, these guys or these teams are not going to leave, and then somebody else comes along and they leave.
Yeah, what was that? Bob Irsay did it with the
Colts.
With the Colts. Yeah.
What do you think about the Yanks getting Trout? Wouldn't that be good?
Of course.
Yeah, but that'll never happen.
No, thanks a lot. No, I've been hearing a little bit rumors, but I thought you maybe had heard that they just got him or something like that.
No, it would be great. But the Judge and Judge has really played well in the field this year. A couple great throws, couple great catches. He got hurt on a catch. And to me, when you watch him, he's so big that you think, all right, he's not going to get hurt. But when he hit that wall the other night, I was like, ooh, that's not good. And again, they're saying 6 weeks, but it could be a lot longer.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, he did the same thing in Dodger Stadium. He ran into the wall and busted his foot.
Yeah, I do remember that. And he was out for a long time then.
Yep.
And we don't have Stanton.
All right, boys, you boys have a good weekend now.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate it. Evan calling us, Yankee fan for years.
Mm-hmm.
Loves the Yanks. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, the Judge news came out. And that wasn't a good thing. They're saying 6 to 7 weeks. Hopefully, maybe it's a little bit better. But broken ribs are not good. There's no doubt about it. NFL news this week. A.J. Brown goes to the Patriots. Now he also comes out and says that he leaked some information to the media about the situation to put pressure on the Eagles to trade him. I hope he gets fined for that. That's not a good thing. Also, we have Myles Garrett going to the Rams, and everybody does love the Rams now to go to the Super Bowl. And it's amazing, the top 6 teams to win the Super Bowl, and 3 are in the same division.
Now, you just mentioned A.J. Brown. Do you think the Patriots had to do anything with that? That maybe they were like, yo, do this so maybe you could get out of there quicker? Like, do you think the Patriots get in trouble for that?
No, I don't think the Patriots.
Or do you think that was just A.J. Brown should get in trouble for that only?
Yeah, A.J. Brown, because he's admitting he did it.
It just seemed like this whole thing with the Patriots, A.J. Brown has been in our ears for months now.
Well, it started off with the coach and Diane.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it started. She was the first one who leaked it in November, and that started spreading bad, for the locker room for the Eagles. Tension that definitely, the reporters started asking him different things. And from there on, it just led on. Obviously, he did get traded. He didn't want to be there for whatever reason. Maybe he had a problem with Hurts. Maybe he had a problem with the coaches, the offensive coordinator. Didn't want to be there, but he said yesterday, like, hey, I leaked some stuff to the media to put pressure on the Eagles.
You never know. Maybe he had a problem with the massage therapist.
You never know. There was speculation about him with a girl and an affair, so I don't know. You never know. When you look at the Hard Rock, Eagles, the Rams, are 550 to 1, 5.5 to 1. You got the Ravens at 10 to 1. Bills 10 to 1. Seahawks, same division, 11 to 1. Chiefs 13 to 1. Niners 17 to 1. So out of the top 6 to win the Super Bowl, 3 are in the same division. So there's really no debate now what's the toughest division. The NFC West is the toughest based on this. Chargers 17 to 1. Eagles 17 to 1. Pats 17 to 1. Broncos 20 to 1. And Houston at 20 to 1.
G-Man, so the Hard Rock has some interesting playoff parlays going on right now.
Okay.
So they have a bunch of teams. It's usually 2 teams mixed together, and it's either to make or miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like the Patriots or Seahawks to miss the playoffs.
Okay.
Minus 140.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good bet because they're Super Bowl teams. People think it's automatic.
All right. The Bills and Patriots both make the playoffs, plus 100.
It could happen.
All right.
That's not bad. I think the Bills will make it.
The Cowboys and Bills both make the playoffs, plus 135.
The lean there is Dallas because of, their division and what's going on, and the Eagles should be tougher. I mean, the Eagles' big thing right now is going to be to replace A.J. Brown. I know they did well in the draft, but can somebody step up?
How about this one? Rams, Seahawks, and Lions all make the playoffs, plus 170.
That's not bad.
Yep, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Bills, Ravens, and Patriots all to make the playoffs, plus 170.
Not bad.
Jaguars and Bengals both make the playoffs, plus 180.
I don't know about that.
Bills.
The Jags, hopefully they build on what they did last year, and they made the playoffs. Cincinnati, the big question for them is their defense. How are they going to do? Pittsburgh comes back with Rodgers. I think they'll be 8-8. Obviously, I expect a lot from the Ravens this year, and I don't expect anything from the Browns.
How about this one, G-Man? New York. Bills and Giants both make the playoffs, plus 300.
That's a good bet.
What's going on with the Giants, everyone they got over there now?
Yeah, I like that bet. That's something we got to look into because, again, you're really only betting on one team. I think Buffalo is definitely going to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the Giants could. So
plus 300 right there for you, G-Man.
That's a good one. Bills and Giants. I'm writing that down. I like that.
I mean, we could keep going. Patriots, Lions, Chiefs, and 49ers all to make the playoffs, plus 425.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it looks good, but that's 4 teams. I like the Bills and the Giants out of all the ones you gave me, plus 300.
How about the Buccaneers and Commanders both make the playoffs, plus 450?
Nah, not buying into that. I think Tampa takes a step back and the Commanders. Evans going to the Niners is a huge drop for them, to me.
All right, what about this one, G-Man? Dolphins or Cardinals to make the playoffs, plus 700.
They can keep it. They ain't making a playoffs.
I ended on that one. I figured that one got you.
Oh, no way. Cardinals? No. Cardinals are 5 wins. The Dolphins? No way, Miami.
Plus 700 for you.
Yeah, I wish that would happen, but it ain't happening. The coach has been talking to him every day. He goes over their plays, defensively, offensively. It's going to be a long struggle for the Dolphins, I feel like, unfortunately.
All right, Jimmy, I'll give you, this is the last one, another New York one. Giants and Jets both make the playoffs. What do you think this is set at?
Plus 1,500?
Plus 2,250.
Yeah, it ain't happening. No. Giants got a chance. They really do. They got a new coach. I think he's a winner. Obviously, he's displayed that. Maybe Dart plays better. They signed a bunch of players. They did well in the draft, so maybe the Giants do. Their division's tough. Obviously, Washington and Dallas and Philly is very tough, but maybe the Giants make it. I like the Giants and Bills. Plus 300. That's a good bet. It really is. I would take that and run to the bank with that because I think the Bills are a shoo-in.
Yeah,
I really do. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, last year, the surprise in the NFL was obviously the Patriots. Nobody thought that they were going to make the playoffs. They had 4 wins the year before, and what they did. I mean, you talk about the NBA playoffs. The Spurs last year won 37 games, and this year they're in the finals. So they're another team that has really turned around and one season a big drop to go from 37 wins for the Spurs to be in the NBA Finals. And they had Victor last year, too. He was just a little banged up, but still, I mean, you want to talk about, like, hey, a huge turnaround. Tonight's game should be interesting. Obviously, the Spurs are going to want to get out to a fast start, and they want the crowd behind them. And we'll see what happens. They had a nice run the other game when they were up like 8 or 9 at the end of the first quarter. They went up like 27-17, but then as the quarter went on, it got very close again. The Knicks tied them, and then they ended on a 7-0 run and won by 7 at first half.
And you know when that run happened at the end of the first quarter? Victor was on the bench, and that's when Dylan Harper was going off.
Yeah, I mean, again, it happened last game with Alexander. He would step out for the Spurs, and they would, go on a little bit of runs. Sometimes it's the other players obviously having to step up and having no choice and saying, okay, I got to score.
And they get the ball finally, too, because usually it's going out of their hands into Victor's.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing tonight. Everybody knows it. It's Victor. And they also probably going to tell him, watch it on the threes. Don't not take them, but you can't go 1 for 7. And that's what he ended up doing. So I think it'll be an interesting game, but if the Knicks win tonight, I'm not telling anything to anybody that people don't know. That'll be it. They'll have a stronghold on the finals. Being 2-0 and going back to New York, you can't get a better scenario.
Nope. And I mean, all they got to do is win 1 in New York, and they're in really good situation then.
Yeah, they're in great situation. And the format changed. It used to be 2-3-2. Now it's 2-2-1-1-1. So the Knicks would end up getting what they got to get, and they would be home. So they're in a good position. Hats off to them. I am a sports fan, and of course, I am a bettor. So at least I'm not going to be like, I want them to win. I don't want them to win. I want the Spurs to win and beat the Knicks and make this game series 1-1 and then see what happens in game 3. And there's also games like you look at lines where you say, hey, this is a good spot for this team. If the Spurs win tonight at the Garden, that might be a good spot for them. The line's going to be lower. If they lose tonight, not good, especially when they're laying 6.5. That's a lot of points to be given the Knicks in the way they're playing. The Knicks have won 12 games in a row. I mean, let's just remember, and 12 playoff games where everybody's coming out, giving their ultimate, playing their ass off, and the Knicks are still won. So the Knicks are hard to bet against. There's no doubt about it. It is the Greek Zone. We gave you the lines. When we give you the lines, they're always sponsored by Jason Weiser, personal injury attorney. Give him a call at 561-880-0100. Jason Weiser, 561-880-0100. Jason Weiser's team, excellent team. They took care of me, and they'll take care of you. And I know many people that have used them and always been very happy. And, of course, we can't do it without Duty Calls. Duty Calls handles everything at the stadium. We're getting ready. 7 games at Hard Rock Stadium for World Cup, and they will be there for all of them. Duty Calls will be there taking care of everything. 813-800-7667. 813-800-7667. Duty Calls handles everything your sanitation needs. We do have Rob Vino who's going to join us for the second half. We'll see what he says about the NBA Game 2. He's in Philly. We'll also check on the weather. We'll see how it's going on in Philadelphia and see what his thoughts are for Game 2 tonight in the NBA Finals. It is the Greek. We'll be back with the second half. Peace.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Travel. That's travel. Enter it now.
Rover's Morning Glory. Remember Jeffrey bought a $200 laptop, then spent $1,000 to repair it? He's doing kind of the same thing with his car now. His car engine blew up, and he wants to put a new engine into his junker car. It's going to cost $3,500.
It's a four-cylinder EcoTech.
Four-cylinder. That's some power.
Like a one-cylinder?
I think one cylinder is good.
That's a lawnmower engine.
1 horsepower.
It'll just take you longer to get to work.
What if you get a horse?
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Problem-free Friday commute along the Palm Beaches. We are looking good on the expressways. No major delays or incidents on the Turnpike or I-95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Think It Up. Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Since the mid-90s, Tito's comes in standard bottle with a simple paper label, so all you pay for is the high-quality vodka inside. Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. It's the best, known for great vodka, giving back, and doing good things for dogs. Distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc., Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Smile Tunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Smile Tunes.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days. Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Insurance rates are dropping, so why are you still paying too much? At Michelle Sylvester's Great Florida Insurance, we shop for you, comparing auto, home, business, liability, workers' comp, boat, even golf cart insurance with top carriers like Progressive, Travelers, and Geico. Bundle and save, and business owners get certificates fast with our 10-minute guarantee. Local knowledge, extraordinary service. Call 561-202-6186 or visit GreatFloridaJupiter.com. Michelle Sylvester's Great Florida Insurance. We make it easy.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Now, at McDonald's, wake up to a $4 breakfast meal deal. Wake up to a sausage McMuffin or a sausage biscuit. to hash browns, and wake up to a hot coffee. Get your $4 breakfast meal deal.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the strawberry watermelon refresher and the mango pineapple refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here, now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Now, at McDonald's, wake up to a $4 breakfast meal deal. Wake up to a sausage McMuffin or a sausage biscuit, to hash browns, and wake up to a hot coffee. Get your $4 breakfast meal deal.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds too. Get a quote right now at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing a partly cloudy sky as we go through our Friday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s through the afternoon. Still a few degrees below average for this time of year behind a front that's made its way south of the area. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as we go into the later part of the afternoon. Limited rain chances out there for us today. More sunshine again for Saturday, back in the upper 80s tomorrow.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. Learn how podcasting can help your business at iHeartAdvertising.com.
Taylor Swift has a brand new song. But I knew it, and it's on the newly released playlist on the free iHeartRadio app. Your no-cost destination to hear all of the songs that were just released, including Lainey Wilson and John Mayer, Niall Horan, Weezer, Lizzo, and so much more. Open the free iHeartRadio app and search New to listen now.
Your daily dose of sports betting gold. Only on the Greek Zone.
Yes, it is the Greek Zone on a Friday, getting ready for the NBA tonight. Game 1, Spurs and the Knicks. Line keeps going up. Now it's 6.5 on the Hard Rock app. If you're betting in South Florida or in Florida, you got to bet only one place, Hard Rock. Get down to one of the 3 locations in our backyard to Qatar, Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek, or Tampa, or download the app. So simple. Whatever you want to bet, you can make happen. You could bet, obviously, the World Cup coming up. 7 games going to be at the stadium. A Major League Baseball, NHL, the Stanley Cup, or the NBA Finals. So whatever you want to bet, it is right there. I am the Greek. We always are sponsored by Duty Calls. We're waiting for Rob Vino to join us. He's going to call us now momentarily. Rob from WagerTalk.com. See what he has to say about the game tonight. The line is a little crazy, like I said. When you end up losing by 10 and the line goes up, is it a suck-in? Tomorrow morning you don't want to wake up and be like, man, why did I bet against the Knicks? Knicks have won 12 in a row. Or if the Spurs ends up smacking them, like 121 to 104, you'll be like, I knew it. The line went up. So it's one of those games that is very tough. They're always tough to pick. I don't care what it is, what game it is. They're never easy. We'll see what Rob has to say about it. Marlins taking on Tampa Bay. Marlins coming off winning 3 in a row, so hats off to them. Bad news yesterday for the Yankees and Aaron Judge. She's going to be out for at least 6 weeks, so that's not a good situation for them. Not at all. So hopefully the Yanks can hold on while he's away and hopefully pick up somebody. My wish list would be Trout, so that's not going to happen. I probably got a better chance of Kardashian coming over my house tonight, Kim, and watching the game with me, having dinner, and watching the Knicks play tonight against the Spurs, rooting for the Spurs. So I don't think that's going to happen. OTAs are going on, organized team activities. And again, some teams it's mandatory. Tampa Bay, Evans, I'm still shocked they let go. And he's going to be a big get for the Niners, and I think it's going to be a big loss for Tampa Bay. So I have to see. Baker coming off a good year, but I am a little surprised that they let Evans go. I thought Evans is a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it, 10 years, 1,000 yards, and somebody that I would want on my lineup. But he's gone out to San Fran, and you got San Fran, Seattle, and obviously the Rams, 3 of the 6 teams that are favorite, the lowest odds to win the Super Bowl. And they're all in the Western Conference in the NFC. So what does that tell you? It's going to be stacked. And can Seattle get back? Seattle last year had a very good year, obviously, got to the Super Bowl, and they also had Sam Darnold. It was a great year. Rob Vino's in the house. Rob, what's up, buddy?
All good here, Greek. How are you today?
Always good, bud. I got a question for you right out of the gate. How did the Knicks win by 10? Spurs look bad, blow a 14-point lead, and the line goes up. Is this a suck-in?
Well, it's just general odds maker theory that everybody's going to believe that the Spurs can't lose 2 in a row, so they anticipate Spurs money coming.
Mm-hmm.
They immediately make the line either the same or a little bit higher to try and discourage it. And so far, they haven't been able to discourage it. Spurs money keeps coming. So, yeah, that's always happened since I've been betting, really. If a visiting team that's an underdog wins game 1 straight up, then the home team in game 2 that's the favorite is going to be priced either exactly equal or even a little bit higher to try and discourage that money from piling in to where they can't get, an even balance, which is what they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, again, everybody's changed the narrative after one game. Knicks, down 14, come back again, down 7 at half. Towns plays good. Brunson has a great fourth quarter. And now even me, I'm second-guessing myself a little bit because the Spurs, Victor did not look good. To me, he got the ball way too outside and didn't shoot bad. But we also are going to need somebody else to step up for him. And who's that other person going to be?
Yeah, I think what happened is, and it's been talked about, I thought for a minute watching the game the other night, Greek, that maybe I was on an island by myself, but De'Aaron Fox was just not De'Aaron Fox. He hits a lot of shots that generally he makes, and he's trying to play through injury, and I think we all see it now that Dylan Harper is the better option. If you put Harper and Castle together with Wembanyama and then give them the three-point shooters, we saw Champagnie go crazy in the first half, and Vassell is capable. It's a better lineup. Now, everything I've read and heard the last couple of days is that the Spurs want to play fast. They don't want to play against the Knicks half-court defense. They want to go fast the way they did in the first half. First half, they got to 55, which is a good number. That would get you to 110 at the end of the game. But second half, to your point about Wembanyama, when the Knicks started to come back from that 14-point deficit and they got close, and then they actually got ahead, you saw a lot of possessions where I think Wembanyama panicked, Greek. A lot of ill-advised jump shots where, what are you doing, dude? The game is still close. Why are we just chucking threes, running up and down the floor? And it wasn't just him. It was the whole team. Either they were tired, which I think we did see at the end of the game, a little bit of fatigue in the fourth that the Knicks didn't have, and maybe a little bit of youth, never being in that situation in game 1. If they play Harper more tonight and settle down and play their game, which we saw them run against OKC, which is way more of a pressure-style defense than the Knicks are, I think they can be successful. The counter to that real quick, Reese, is that you listen to Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns talk, and they basically say, we didn't even play any good offense when we won this game. They got to 105 without playing any good offense at all, and I kind of agree, which when this game opened at 214, I thought that was the massive over-adjustment in the line. How did we go from 218.5 first game opener all the way down to 214 off of just one game? It's been since been back up to 216.5. I think that's the right way here. I think the Knicks will be better offensively for sure, and I think San Antonio will continue to play with pace throughout the game. So we should get enough opportunities, and we should get enough buckets to get to 217 tonight.
Talking to Rob Vino from WagerTalk.com. WNBA is in full swing, and I know you do look at a couple of the games, obviously, on a regular basis. You're always somebody who gives us the WNBA with totals and different things. Who in the WNBA so far, it's short season, but who has been pretty good against the spread?
I'll tell you what's crazy is the road record of the Minnesota Lynx without Nafisha Collier, who's, the MVP of the league. She's been hurt all season long. But they did draft Olivia Miles, first round, third overall girl who played at Notre Dame, transferred to TCU, amazing guard. And they've been great on the road so far this season. So they've been good against the number. The expansion club, Portland, they play tonight, been pretty good, better than expected. The last year's expansion club, Golden State, is really improved as well. So the big-name teams like the New York Liberty, who are still waiting to get totally healthy, had a nice game the other night. They're almost there. Haven't gotten off to great starts. You'd expect them to be better as the season goes on. Tonight, I just mentioned them. Portland happens to play Phoenix, and Phoenix is a team that was in the championship game last year, lost a ton of talent. Certainly not the personnel that they had last year. And tonight, their two best players are on the injured list, Alyssa Thomas and Kalea Cooper, both on the injured list. They go to Portland tonight, Greek. They open a 1.5-point favorite. And, of course, the Sharps get there quick and turn it into a 2.5-point Portland home favorite.
Oh, wow.
But I fully agree. Because Phoenix just has so much trouble scoring the basketball, even with Thomas and Copper in the game. So if they don't go, they're not going to be better. They're going to be worse. So I think Portland -2.5 at home. And it's crazy because when you watch a Portland home game, it's like watching an NCAA women's college hoop game. The stands are packed.
Nice.
It's like watching UConn at home, right? It's a different environment in Portland for their team. So they ride that energy. I think -2.5, they're a good play tonight.
When you look at some prop bets in the NBA, back to that, when you got Bronson or Victor, which everybody bets, nobody bets the unders in them. And Victor, bad game, obviously, last game. Some people think he's going to have a better game tonight. I think that's the opinion. Over 27.5. He shot 6 for 21, and I think 2 for 9 and threes. Do you see him going over that?
Well, he's going to get enough chances, right? The question to that is the defense that Karl Anthony Towns played on him last game going to continue, or is Wembanyama going to be able to adjust? I have to feel like there's some adjustments there, Greek. Like we said earlier, and you mentioned it first, too many jump shots.
Yeah.
Every time they alley-oop this guy, it's like the guy at the circus that's 3 feet taller than everybody else. It's an automatic basket, or he makes free throws on the foul line. So I would think if I was going to play it, and I haven't, and I probably won't, I would look to him to be over. But I also think that these guards, Castle had 17. He gets a lot of shots. He didn't make a bunch of threes. Maybe he gets a little bit better here. Harper as well. San Antonio, it's hard to play props because they disperse their points across like 7 or 8 guys so well that it's hard to bet them or figure which guy's going to be the hot hand. Where the Knicks are concerned, I don't know how you can go wrong with Brunson, and he can't because he just does what he does. And really faster, I will tell you something that I did last game, and this is for guys who bet in-game. Heading into the fourth quarter, these point total props are still available. They just adjust them, right? And Wembanyama had 18 heading into the fourth. Brunson had 17. And you could still bet these two guys to score over 20. Now, granted, the number was, the big was inflated, but I parlayed the two of them together, wound up getting a plus price out of it, and Brunson gets 30 and the other guy gets 27 because in the fourth quarter of a close game, that they're the go-to guys. So if you do watch these games and you bet in-game, you can find these types of things available to you all the time. So I would just keep a close eye on stuff like that.
I'm one that looks at the lines a lot of times, and one thing I looked at was Brunson was a huge return as MVP, and obviously Victor was favorite. And when I see that sometimes, I go, they know something, and then Brunson comes out game 1, drops in 30, and the thing with him, I mean, he's a perfect guy for point total because He is the guard. He's going to shoot. He's going to get fouled, and he's decent at threes. Right. So, I mean, you can't get a better recipe. But when I looked at the MVP, I was like, he was plus whatever was high. I said, they don't think he's going to win. But sometimes in sports betting, your knowledge, you can outsmart yourself.
Yeah, you can, and a lot of times those MVP odds correlate to who the favorite in the series is. So you find San Antonio players a little lower because they expect them to win. The MVP is going to come from that side. If you were somebody who believed the Knicks could win this series from the get-go, you're probably getting a little extra value on any of them. And there's only two real options where the Knicks are concerned, right? It's either Brunson or Towns. Mm-hmm. So if you thought the Knicks were going to win the series, honestly. And I know guys who do this, and you talk to Teddy a lot. Teddy covers. Teddy's a guy who first mentioned this to me. He goes, if you're going to bet the underdog to win the series, you're almost better off betting one of them to win the MVP, their star to win the MVP, because you're going to get a better number. And Brunson, I don't know what the numbers were, Greece, but you do. He was probably higher priced than the Knicks were to win the series.
Oh, yeah. I think he was plus 190 or 200. And the Knicks were plus 165 on Hard Rock. So he was high. Yeah, I mean, Teddy always says that in the Super Bowl, too. Bet the quarterback. Odds are maybe doesn't, but you're going to get a better odds. You're going to get 5-1, 6-1. And if the team wins, it's usually the quarterback who wins it. And a lot of times that happens. It is a theory, but it doesn't always work, but sometimes it does.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to work all the time at plus 400 to make yourself money. You know what I mean? You could get one right every couple of years and still be ahead of the game. So, I mean, like I say, he was one of the ones, he studies the prop market a little more than I do, introduced me to that. And I think it's probably a good way to go at times.
Yeah, I think over-unders and prop bets, they've gotten so popular. We're talking to Rob Vino from WagerTalk.com. He does like the over in the game tonight in Portland, WNBA. Very few people bet unders, obviously, in prop bets. And you always go to the name players. And it's just something like, people don't understand. Maybe 7 years ago, prop bets weren't that big, only for the Super Bowl. And boy, did the country adapt to it. And I've said many times, I'm out all the time, people don't tell me who they have. They tell me what player they have, and it blows my mind.
Yeah, it's like, I've told you before that I've had to adjust over the last 3 years as far as handicapping is concerned, because as the legalization of this becomes more and more across the country, and as the betting pool or the pool of bettors become younger and younger, right, that's from 20-something up, those folks want to bet things that end in 5 minutes. They want to bet and have their bet cashed within the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, so they're betting first quarter point totals, first quarter rebound totals, a whole bunch of stuff that, like you say, other than the Super Bowl, was never under consideration until recently.
Yeah, and it would turn out to be another bonanza of cash for them. Like I said, when I'm watching the game, I always say, I got Bronson, I got Victor. Nobody says I got the Spurs, or nobody says that I have the Knicks. It's crazy. Well, we got game 2 tonight, but this is a big game because, again, if the Knicks win this, then they got a hold on the series, and I don't think the Spurs can come back. Maybe they zigzag. Last time the Spurs lost bad to Oklahoma City, they did bounce back. I think that's what everybody's thinking. This is going to be one of those games tomorrow, if they win, that you say to yourself, my God, why didn't I see it? But just to give the Knicks 6.5 after winning 12 in a row is tough.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks in general, the way they're playing, Greek, to lay this many points against them, I don't care where the game is played. It's a tough way to go. And I would agree with you that if the Knicks do win tonight,
it's over.
Barring an injury to Towns or Brunson, which we know these guys do get hurt in these playoffs, but barring that type of thing happening, they probably win this series and win the championship.
That'll be amazing. It is a Friday, so we talked to Rob Vino. He does like Portland and WNBA laying 2, and he likes the over in the game tonight. I'm going to put a big star on both of those because I like them too. And always great to talk to Rob Vino from WagerTalk.com. Let us know how you can get in touch with you and get the information you need in sports betting on a regular basis.
Yeah, very quickly. All my work, Greek, can be found at WagerTalk.com. They just passed the 250,000 subscriber numbers. So growing every day, WagerTalk.com. If you just drop your email address in there, you will get for free all of the video media work we do, all of the written material that we do. If you like selection packages, Mine are always up for sale there at wagertalk.com. If you'd like to get a hold of me on Twitter, it's at Rob Vino Sports. And I will just add, Greek, that for those who do get involved in this stuff, if you like the spring football, we got up to a 1-0 last night.
Nice.
Canadian football. They opened their season, and
Love
the
it.
UFL have their semifinals tonight.
All right, awesome.
Sunday.
Appreciate that. You have a good week. Enjoy yourself, and we'll talk next Friday. Cash those tickets.
Thanks for having me, Greek. Always a pleasure.
Always. It is the Greek on Fox Sports 940. I'm going to Spurs tonight. I believe in be a Titanic. If it goes down, let's go down big. I like him better in the first half, minus the 3.5. So that's a little bit stronger for me. And I would go with Victor's over, 26.5. I think he's going to score tonight, and I think he'll make some better decisions, and probably Fox, too.
Give me Dylan Harper, too.
All right, so you like Harper. Harper's a little bit higher, but I do like Fox. It is the Greek. Appreciate you guys always listening to the Greek Zone on Fox Sports 940. You guys have a good week and enjoy Belmont tomorrow. Also, another chance to win some money, and that's going to be at Saratoga, by the way. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Peace.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Summer's back, and so is IDC's most popular offer ever. 0% financing for 5 years. Now through June 30th, you can make any purchase at International Diamond Center and spread your payments out to 2031 without paying a dime in interest. Engagement rings, wedding bands, eternity bands, earrings, pendants, our largest selection ever of certified hand-picked diamonds and exclusive designer fashion jewelry. This is incredible. Get the IDC value price you deserve. Then spread your payments over 5 years. That $6,000 pair of diamond earrings, just $100 a month. That $12,000 engagement ring, just $200 a month. Everything's affordable with this amazing offer. 0 interest all the way to 2031. Who else can do this? There's just one catch. This is a limited time offer just for the month of June. So don't wait. Let IDC help you get the jewelry you've been dreaming of at a price and payment you didn't think was possible anymore. International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News. Reporting for America.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Flower.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it